What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pops and the Here the Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. Y'all caught me in the middle of blowing my nose. Welcome.
Pat Jr.'s in the house.
Too much information.
Pat Jr.'s in the house. We also got the forefather on the edge over there. And it looks like the Jets just ran a touchdown.
I know good and well the Jets ain't finna be on upset alert tonight.
Because if so, me and Pops and Travis, well, I ain't going to say it too early, but everybody knows it. We all going to lose that pick next year, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If you don't know, you already know. We all pick the Texans, of course. Yeah.
But anyway, so
you need to make your picks, sir.
as I'm making my picks,
Young sir, you need to make your picks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As we know, while I'm getting music started, before we get music started, we have a tradition around these parts.
We got a hot crowd tonight.
Y'all ready? What's up, fellas?
Y'all ready?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, fam? What's up?
Nine people in here already?
What's up, fam?
Let's go.
We got a what we have is a tradition around these parts.
Go easy on me, guys.
Oh, he dropped the ball before he went in the end zone.
Uh-oh.
No, he didn't.
Yes. Why did he do that?
You know, a lot of players doing that. No, he in there.
That's touchdown.
He's in there.
That's touchdown.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
won't do
they
that
need
no
to show.
more.
They need to show the sideline. He won't do that no more. When he
Yeah,
get the
that was
sideline.
close. That was
They need to
close.
stop doing
Oh,
that.
here we go on the side.
Kyle Pitts just did it with us. Gave us a scare.
Oh no, guys.
Well, they got the side view this time. They didn't have the side view with ours. Oh, that's touchdown.
Oh, it's a touchdown. But man,
Well, shit, I don't know.
I don't know.
Ooh, that was on the line.
So the Jets player that ran a touchdown in.
They might get him, guys.
You know how they celebrate going into the end zone and they drop the ball at the line or just inside the line? This guy dropped the ball so close to being on the line to where it's hard to tell right now whether he dropped the ball prematurely before crossing the plane of the end zone. If he did drop it prematurely, we might not see him the rest of the game. Because that was a beautiful touchdown run for the Jets.
Brendan Howard, Sharon Mullen,
What's going on? Let's give him some applause real quick. Sharon, hi. Hey, what's going on, Sharon? Brandon, good to see you.
What's up? What's up?
As y'all can see, the second comment in the comment section.
Brandon, you crazy, boy. We've been reading your texts, man. You crazy.
Okay. The second comment in the comment section is
crazy, boy.
The link to join us by video if you so wish to do so.
What's that, the greens?
But we can also send you an invite if you want to join.
What's the greens with his son?
We have a tradition around these
That was
parts.
hilarious, man. That was hilarious.
And the tradition is this, guys. Most of you already know and have found out that our pops, a.k.a. the forefather, a.k.a. Pat Sr., a.k.a. the bear, a.k.a. our hero growing up, a.k.a. the man, the myth, the legend.
Stop it! God, man.
You sound like what you call him off
Yeah.
the sideboard. Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it! No, stop!
Let me do it.
He was a music and movie star back in the 80s and 90s.
Just lying.
Entertainment, guys. I'm talking about worldwide.
Your
And
nose gonna get long.
he and some people that he knew that he was in the business with came up with a group
Patrick,
called
how do you feel lying like that?
called Snap.
And you smile.
And when you see this video, see him in this video, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Yep, Papa Pat. That's right, Sharon. Sharon, when you see Pops in this
All right,
video,
Sharon,
you're gonna be
all
like,
right now.
you're gonna be like, hey, that's a compliment.
Yeah,
Papa Pat. It sounds like so sweet, don't it?
I like that because this guy got good things.
Papa Pat.
Papa Pat, that sounds
Seems like how you
real
say it. Now if it's like Papa Pat,
She said, "I'll let it go."
or if it's like, ooh, Papa Pat, you know, that kind of thing.
You put the run out. Oh, I'm rushing.
Oh,
I love it when they call me Papa.
he crossed the plane, I think. All right, so
What they
anyway,
say? What they say?
so with that being said, guys,
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna show y'all right now that Pops used to be a music star. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this video that Pops and his music band / group called Snap
Dog, I think they got him.
made back in the late 80s or right around 1990.
I think it's touchback.
Oh, yeah, it was a touchback.
Oh, no.
Oh, because he fumbled it through the end zone.
He didn't have no control because he fumbled. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you fumble through your own through your end zone that you're going for, it's a touchback.
What's going on, Capricia?
But anyway, so with that being said, we are going to go ahead and play this video from Pops' old.
Play it already.
I'm sorry, man.
Like, bro, like at some point you have to play the video.
Yeah.
You don't play
I'm
it.
setting it up.
Y'all go
y'all
with
ready?
me. Go with me.
Set it
All
up
right,
the
you
last
ready?
2 minutes.
I don't want him to play it.
Here we go, guys.
Jesus.
This is a treat.
No, it's not.
Sheesh.
Let's get it.
Where my candy at? If y'all gonna give me candy for playing it. Oh, no.
Look at his face. Pops was about it, boy.
Oh,
Say it, Pops. Watch his face, y'all. Your voice will see peace. Like you doing the peace sign.
Oh, I will look at.
You don't want that. Watch his face. She was singing, boy. Now watch him, y'all. Watch his face, slow motion. Here we go.
Brandon, why don't
Look
you
at his
say
eyes. Look
something
at his
to make me
eyes,
stop, man?
y'all. Well, let's hit it one more time, Pops.
No,
Go ahead, hit it one more time.
So what was going on? Can you tell us what was going through your mind as you was making this track, especially at that part when you threw the fist up? What was going through your mind?
The pause is right here.
I'm gonna say what Trayvon did say. I ain't said it, but y'all know what he said.
What did he say?
What did he say?
Oh no!
I want to hear it. What did he
Tell us
say?
what he said.
Tell us what he said.
I wax that ass.
Tell us what
I
he-
wax that ass.
Tell us what he
God
said.
Almighty, I wax that ass.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Bananas in that rough shaker.
Yeah, come on. That was messed
Trav, that
up.
was kind of messed
Jamie
up.
Foxx, man.
No, I know, but Trav, that was
I'm
sound
sorry.
right. That kind of.
That's why I said, what you gonna say?
Guys-
Guys, Gay Fox said to him.
I do not approve that message. That wasn't me.
Oh
I'm putting up comments in the meanwhile, and also, yeah. So, what do y'all think about Pop's video?
I'm gonna go bananas in that rum shaker.
What's the matter with you tonight?
Caprice, I see your comment.
You got a cross or something where I can hold up in front of it.
Yeah, Sharon, we're watching that game, kind of a whack game, and like, what?
Somebody laying out them.
At least run into the end zone before you drop the ball.
It happens. A lot of them do it now, y'all.
Yeah, we watching the game right beside us. We're watching it.
And Caprice, I see your comment. Caprice said, Sharon said, that was my song. Well, thank Pops, because they come up with the song and they sang it.
Pops came up with a.
He sees on the video right there.
You making it worse.
Even though there was maybe, I guess, a two-hit.
Sister, you making it worse.
A two-hit wonder because they said,
Yeah.
you know, Rhythm is a Dancer. They had that hit too, but I didn't really like that one. But this one
Yeah.
right here was still knocked to the.
Now, I will say that I see Caprice's comment. She said some respect was put on her flag. On our flag, the Steelers flag. Yeah, we evened it out. We all looked at it and was like, okay, let's get this even. Where everybody's flag is seen, nobody's covered
Brandon
up.
got the fists up.
I saw him. Yeah. Oh yeah, Brandon did it.
Hey, everybody in the comment section,
Brandon, you rough, man.
put your fists up for Pops.
Oh man, don't do that.
Put the fists up in the comment section for Pops, man.
Come on, guys. Now
I'm just saying.
Let's do it. Let's
it's
do
for
it.
you, Pops.
I'm just saying, let's do it. Might as well.
You made a groundbreaking song for back then. That was ahead of his time, even back then.
Brandon, you see what
It
you
was.
started?
You was fighting the power, man.
Man, that wasn't me, man.
Who was it, then?
Who was it, Pop?
Shut it.
You tell me.
I ain't answering that.
So you
man.
gonna sit there?
Yeah, I am. And
We
say
just
that-
saw. We just saw you on video, and you gonna deny it?
You gonna deny it?
Like we didn't just see what we just saw?
Can we just get on with the show?
Okay, we'll get on with the show. Sorry, man.
Saying, man.
Jesus.
Man, man. We're just letting you know. You know.
All right, well, y'all ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's get into it. We got a lot of great
Are you
topics.
guys ready?
Ready?
Are we ready? The question. You know what? We'll
Go
get
ahead,
into that. We'll
go
get
ahead,
into
do the
that later.
champ. Go ahead, do the champ.
You got it.
We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
Champ, are you ready? Oh my God.
We will get into that later.
Something says somebody's been getting ready to be rich.
Finally got your belt sitting up right. It's about time.
I did that today.
Oh, you fixed it for me.
Oh, no, I fixed it a while ago.
Oh,
Look
you
at
did?
it. They're
Okay,
setting up
'cause I
better now. You messed it up. You had it laying down. Like, no.
No.
Look how it's setting up now, though.
Okay,
So
Pops,
he,
you
he
did.
got, he got you fixing
You
his
did
belt.
good job.
He got you fixing
That's
his
right.
belt.
You carried my belt for me. I appreciate
I felt
it.
bad for them after they got that. After they got their ass spanked this week. So I was like, you know what? I got to.
you gonna feel even worse after this week.
After this week, let's get some music going. But yeah.
So I gotta say.
Anyway, so how's everybody else feeling about their teams after week 8?
Sharon said, "We ready. We kings of the north,
We are.
and
We are.
we kings of the south."
I got a list of what's the status of how many wins and losses everybody got, if y'all happen to want to know.
What, Pops?
I got a list of the wins and losses. Of the status of all the teams, how many they done won, how many they done lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You talking about the standings?
That's status. That's status.
Yeah, the standings.
Yeah. I said status, man.
You're not gonna say that.
I know what you meant.
Status.
You just gonna let it go, Trav?
know
No,
what he
that's
meant.
how you say status. You don't say standings.
The standings, yeah.
It's status.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it's called.
Stats, man.
I got you.
Stats,
It's the
man.
same thing.
You
I
said
got you.
stats, man. Stats, man.
I got you. But getting into this,
Stats, man.
we're gonna get into a first thing we're gonna say is
Oh man.
hold on.
Most all the teams are 4-3 or 3.
Patrick, did you put the thing in the chat for people to come on?
Yes.
Because Nate and Ryan, you say you want to come on. Here's the time.
Now here's the thing about it, guys. If you can, I'm gonna take this comment down. When I take this comment down, guys,
Oh, Ryan say he backstage.
Capricious, yeah, we get you, Ron.
Nate say he backstage.
Okay.
Too.
Capricious said, "Worry about yours, pops."
Come on, moderator. You got guys waiting backstage.
I'm getting them on right now.
Ain't that a still saying?
Yes.
You don't want to be worried. Last
Look at
time-
Nate. Look at Nate. Look at Nate. Look at Nate. He already had it when I put him on.
This gonna be
What's
a long.
up, Nate?
This gonna be a long night, dog. I see that.
What's up, Nate?
Throw him up, man. Throw him up.
Throw him up. Look at Ryan. Throw him up, Ryan.
What y'all stop, man? What is
Nate was Nate.
previously on X-Men.
that? Is so childish, guys. That's so childish. I thought you guys was grown man.
Who said
Y'all
previously on
so
X-Men,
childish,
Brandon?
man. Stop it, guys.
He's got previously on
Hey, Nate, I like the slow withdrawal too. So anybody that's on Facebook,
I didn't even know y'all was backstage. I was
Yeah.
like, where's Nate Ryan at?
yeah.
my
So
God.
Sharon and Rico, what's going on? Rico, still a nation in the house. Sharon, Rico, anybody that's on Facebook, I'm gonna remove this comment so
somebody
that
else, man.
so that you can see our YouTube tag. It's at Pops the Henry Brothers 1997 on YouTube. If y'all want to head on over to YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because sometimes Facebook does not let the broadcast finish. So if you're on Facebook, you want to stay on Facebook, that's fine. But if you want to go ahead over to YouTube, the same broadcast, same live broadcast on both. So that'll help us out a lot. Go over there, and if you just make sure you subscribe, and if you haven't, then go ahead and subscribe for us. But if you want to watch either one, that's fine. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
And before we get started, I want to say, anybody that's watching, if you're new here, hit the like, share, subscribe button, because we need that. It helps the channel grow. We appreciate you guys if you was to do that, if you're new here. If not, if you already subscribed, that's cool. But we're going to get into this.
We gonna get in.
Nate.
We gonna get
We gonna
into
get into
this.
this.
Before we start, I gotta say something. Before we start.
Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
Wait, well, hold on, man. Well, hold on, man. I'll do something before you start. Come on, bro. Just give me a break, man. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. No, I won't apologize to Ron, man. This is serious. No, this is serious business. Let me apologize to Ron. I owe Ron an apology. This is big time. It's serious.
Yeah, he does. See,
Come on,
he
man.
really does.
I'm damn gonna shut up.
Oh, Nate, I gotta hear this. He gonna apologize to Ron. I
I'm a
need to
big
hear
man.
this.
Ron's my boy now.
Okay, go ahead.
But he like, hey, Ron, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart, man, hey, I apologize, man. I was really hard on you. I treated you like the stepson, man. I'm sorry I did that,
Oh,
man.
now
You're my boy. I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're my boy, though, man.
Look at Nate. Look at Nate.
Now you can go ahead and give me. I had to apologize, brother. Because you're my boy, man. You fam, man. What can I say?
Say real quick, Pop.
Huh?
You had that many days off, you want to kind of just put me on mute? So, you know I've been getting that ass.
You got the flow, bro. You got the flow.
Hey, Nate, he can't run.
I can't. You gonna let us bring up the topic first?
Hey, you know what?
He
Nate,
already know.
you know what Nate's saying?
But
It's in my Thanos voice. You cannot live with your own failure. So where did that bring you?
Right back to me.
Back to me.
hey, go ahead and do it, guys.
Nah, you know what, Nate? Let it build up a little bit. Let it fester. Let it simmer. Cause we're gonna get on it in just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
We'll go
ready.
in just a minute.
I'm ready. I got some things I got to say though.
All right, but we're gonna get into this and starting off
Yep.
with this. We're gonna start this one off, and remember I told you guys we're gonna talk about this Anthony Richardson thing. We're gonna do that first.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember I told y'all to add this to the list. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron, I got a bone to pick with you. You made it sound like that man just quit on the team. I went back and watched the game and everything. That man, he tapped his helmet after getting hit awkwardly. I think, to me personally, I think he got, he might have hurt his leg a little bit, but he was trying not to say nothing about it. So he came out of the game. But all I see him come out with for one play and came back in and finished the whole game and had a chance to win. They just didn't have no timeouts versus the Texans. So, but you made it sound like he quit on the team, period. Quit on it.
I'm glad you brought that up, my boy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's get on that.
Nate, even Nate are like, oh, here we go.
You are a leader on the team, right?
Yes.
Okay. You is a leader and you go like this, go to the sideline. They tell me, do you even care about this game? If you the walk, talk, spit, and all that, you should have played the whole game. No ifs, buts, about it. People get a little banged up every day.
He's talking to you, Trap.
Did you just hear me when I said he played the whole game? I think he was out for a play.
Nate.
He tapped his head because he said he was tired. Granted. I'm not saying he had the right to do that.
Hey, Nate, I'm just over here sipping my drink.
He did it for one play, came back and was competitive for the whole game and put his team in position to win. They just didn't have no timeouts.
Okay.
Got down to midfield.
Okay.
And the game ran out. So he played pretty much the whole game.
All right, Ron.
So he didn't quit completely on the. You said he quit completely on the team.
Wait a minute. Let me do what he did. Hey, ball, take me out.
Sharon said, "What's up, Ron Thomas?" By the way,
okay, but he did that. But he did that for one play and came back in and finished the game strong. So where did you get the idea that he quit?
I got to pick of something real quick. She called Ron Thomas Rob Thomas. Just like the notion under the moon and like the street that
we get it.
Rob. We got a good name for him now, Rob.
I'm just joking, Sharon.
But I just wanted to touch on that, Ron, to say that he definitely. I just wanted to
real quick.
Go ahead, Nate.
Ron, I got a question. There are on every team you have somebody at various positions that, well, after several plays, they will tap their head just to get a replacement.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
You right.
That ain't what he asked you, my G. He said, "What's the difference?"
That was him, right?
No, he conceded the argument. He gave it to him. Yeah, come on, guys.
No, I'm not letting him.
He said he's right.
Oh, you mad because he gave it up? So you mad because he conceded the argument to Nate, but not to you?
What is that?
Hey, you right,
Nate asked the question. Nate asked the right question the right way.
Oh, you saying Travis didn't?
No, I see running backs that they have.
Running backs do it all the time. Yeah, especially it be workhorse running backs.
Patrick said
You see how he do too much? That's what I mean.
I'm just joking, Trav. I'm joking.
Add it on to something that was.
It was a joke. Trav. It was a joke. I'm sorry. My bad.
Lucifer.
My bad.
Lucifer.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
Lucifer he be whispering in your ear to say stuff.
But Ron, correct me if I'm wrong. You want Ron to answer the question.
I just wanted him to answer the question instead of saying you right. You right is not an answer.
Lucifer.
You right.
Like, what is that, bro?
Ball.
So when I said that, aren't you the leader of the team?
Yeah.
Aren't you the what?
You went off on and said he's the leader of the team. I mean, like
Sharon, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon, we see your comment, by the way, Sharon. And I think Travis is saying the same thing what you're saying. He basically was saying that Travis was getting to that point, I think. That he was tired.
Because that's what he said in the interview. He was tired.
Yeah.
But like Travis said, he came back into the game.
Yeah.
So,
He just needed a play or two.
But that is a no-no for the quarterback to do that. A rookie to do this, let me out. That's a no-no.
Well, it's the second year he's not rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, if he got nicked up and he wasn't able to play, he needed a little rest. I mean,
Yeah.
what's to say that he was wrong for that?
But see, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying.
Because he could have been feeling something, y'all. He could have been a little hurt there.
Hold on, Pops. Hold on. This is what I was saying. This is why I thought that when he got tackled, if you look at that tackle again, his leg got stretched out in an awkward way. It looked like he was hurt a little bit and he tried to play it off. Like, I'm not hurt, but I just want to take a breather.
Make sure I'm okay.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
He's not going to tell them that he's hurt. You know what I mean? Because he want to stay in the game, obviously.
Now, that could have been he wanted to check.
That's what it looked like to me. Cause if you watch how he got up, he was kind of like gingerly moving.
Fact check himself.
Like he was like, like he was spinning. Because remember, leading up to that play, he was like running, trying to get key first downs, all that.
Say what?
So Negroes can't tap their head no more. I see.
And Sharon's last comment, I think she's basically like on Ron's. I don't know if she's on Ron's side or not. I'm just saying, to me it seems like she's saying what Ron said.
Cheerleader, just read the comment.
I'm sorry. Sharon says you don't tap out as a QB and say you were tired. No way.
Yeah, you can't.
That's what she said.
Because I
That's
agree.
a no.
Because I mean, my thing is, if he got hurt, he got hurt. But that was his comment at the press conference that when they asked him that question, his response was he was tired.
And that
So
that was,
I mean,
you don't want to hear that.
I agree with what Sharon's saying.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that from a quarterback.
I agree with that too, but this is why I said I feel like he was hurt on that play because he tapped out because the way he was moving, it seemed like he was moving gingerly. I think he tapped out to make sure he was good on his leg. But he wasn't going to tell them that because, you tell a coach or something that you hurt.
There's a chance you might not go in the game. Yeah. So Sharon,
instead of saying that, he just said he was tired. That's what I believe.
And Sharon's saying,
but just
Travis, he should have said his leg went in a funny way and needed to check it, not I was tired.
Nah, he's not going to do that because they would have took him out the game for longer. And he was in the middle of a competitive game. He wanted to come back in and win that game. That's why he did that.
Did they
That's
win?
why.
Did you win?
They got down to the middle of the field and was out of timeouts. They was almost, I don't know if they was in field goal range or what for them, but that's what happened. And I just feel like that was crazy.
That's why Ball tired and left him on the sideline for the remainder of the season.
Yeah. And then the coach come out and this week and he announced that going forward, Flacco is the starter indefinitely, like for the rest of the year. Like they benched Richardson for the rest of the year for that. And I'm like, that's insane to me. I don't feel like they should have done that. They 4-4. They had a chance to beat the Texans. He's playing pretty good. Let the kid grow, man. Like he ain't gonna get no growth doing that. Taking him in and out like that. Let him play. That's how I feel. But that's just me. How you feel about it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well, Nate, how you feel about it?
They right in the thick of things. Yeah.
My thing is with Anthony Richardson, he is pretty much the prototypical size of Cam Newton, and for him to use the word tired instead of just calling an injury, I'm like, dude, you are physically built to sustain any type of hits and all this and that. As a quarterback, he's a big old quarterback, so I mean, just to use that as a pretty much lame excuse in the press conference, but I mean, I'm not going to sit there and piggyback and say like that he should lose his starting job. I wouldn't say all that, but at the same time, I mean, it is kind of foul for what the coach. But if the coach is the head coach for a reason, if he feels Joe Flacco is better suited leading his team, then so be it. But my thing about Anthony Richardson, that's kind of showing that you is kind of weak in my
right. I feel
out of shape.
I feel like I said it, unless he's just a big softy. I feel big softy.
No, here we go.
I'm saying like that's the only explanation. Other than that's why I think he was secretly hurt, guys, and he just wasn't saying nothing because he didn't want to be out no longer than what he had to. If you do that, it's just for a play. Yeah. If you come out and say you hurt, they're gonna take you in the tent and all that. You might miss a whole drive, all that. That's why I believe he did that. But he wasn't gonna tell them that he was hurt because he didn't want to stay out no longer than what he had to. That's what I personally believe. And I could be wrong.
Yeah, and if that's the case, he went in hurt and not 100%, and maybe cost his team the game because of it, because he might have had more to offer and to give, but couldn't because of that little bit of hurt.
He balled out that whole game.
Yeah, but this is the only thing I'm thinking. Imagine if he was hurt and didn't tell anybody. That would have put him over the edge.
Bro, he put them in position to win.
I know, but imagine if he wasn't hurt, they would have been even.
Patrick, did you watch? First of all, did you watch the game?
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
No.
That's
Hold on, Nate. Hold on.
A little bit weird.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you watch the game?
I watched the end part of the game, yeah, on the highlights.
Did you watch the whole game?
Not the whole game, but I was in and out. So basically, I was watching the red zone.
That's the one you need to watch it so you can see.
Travis, I saw him put him in position to win, but my point is, if he did that, that's the only point I'm making. If he did it while he was hurt, imagine him being 100%, getting,
I get it, but that's why he came out the game to get a breather. Once he got that breather, it seemed like he was back to himself. Is what I'm saying. And he put his team in position to win. They fell short because they ran out of timeouts. They didn't have no timeouts. That's what killed them.
You see, Wallace said he should never come out unless he was injured.
No, I agree with that, but I'm just saying. But
that's the rule. That's the rule.
My point I'm making is I feel like he came out because he was hurt. He just didn't say anything, and he just said he was tired instead to make up for that.
He might just been tired.
That's the reason I believe personally. If you go back and look at it when he got tackled on that play, you'll see it.
Yeah, they stretched him now.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Pause, pops.
Come on now. Y'all know what I mean.
He said that with conviction too.
They stretched him now.
But hey, come on, guys.
Like old folk conviction. Like old folks conviction. Like oh no. He stretched him now.
That's what you just said.
Can we get past?
He ain't lying.
What have we come to? It's gonna get so bad that we have to say pause after every 2 or 3 words in any sentence.
We were doing good. Now y'all started back up again.
All right, guys.
Right, I was just saying. But
Well, that's
No, you want to say stretch though.
I did. Didn't I?
yes, you did, pops.
Man,
Well, to close out that topic, I guess, right?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. We doing the
No,
same
no.
thing.
I was just finna say, is anything else y'all want to say on this topic before we move on? Nate, anybody?
Well, I mean, I guess I got one more because I mean, just listening to what you were saying, the way you was breaking down the possibility of him being hurt. I mean, based on just listening to the way you was breaking it down, like if they was gaining momentum, why would you take yourself out the game?
Out of shape.
And then at the same time, when they asked you that press conference, you just say you're tired. Like that is questionable. Like in my eyes, I would question that.
Yeah, but that's why I say he was injured. He just wouldn't let nobody know.
Yeah, Wallace Smith said the same thing. He said in the
or hurt. Correction.
Yeah,
injured means you can't play.
You can't play. Hurt is like you tweak something.
You tweak something. Yeah. So let me clarify that. It should be understandable to everybody what I'm saying.
Well, people have different.
Yeah, let me clarify.
Semantics and lingo.
I don't mean injured by you can't play. I mean hurt like something's wrong for a second. Let me check it out or whatever.
Yeah, people have different lingo semantics for things. Yeah, Wallace Smith said the same thing. Your starting QB should never come out unless of an injury, and he should have never said that he was just tired. So a lot of people in the comments are saying the same thing.
I agree. If that man was hurt, he was hurt, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Sharon said it's the Colts. They don't know what they're doing. True. I mean, maybe the coaching staff, maybe. They got all the talent they need. But
I'll tell you this.
Coach is playing pretty good.
I hope the coach know what he's doing with Flacco going forward, because if this don't work out, coach gonna put himself in a predicament.
But you know what? Here, imagine this scenario real quick. Nate, Ron, Pops, think about this. All teams have gotten in some kind of trouble because they didn't fully disclose an injury to a player, right?
That's
like
true.
It comes out later, they were hurt, a little more hurt than what they thought, so they get a fine, you know what I mean?
That's true.
And even if they shouldn't have been put on injured reserve, they should have got checked out, right? And sometimes players get hurt even worse from the same injury, and then they find out, oh, he was hurt, and then the coach is like, well, I thought it was just hurt in the game, I didn't realize it was that serious, so they get fines. So what if the coach, because Anthony didn't come out and say he was hurt, and then in the locker room after the game found out, man, you did get hurt. Why didn't you say something? So now to cover himself, he's got to go, well, Flacco's the starting quarterback moving forward, and then he could always make the switch later once Anthony gets better. Does that make sense? Yeah. Make the switch later, 2 or 3 games from then, and say, well, I just decided to go back this direction. You know what I mean? Without having to disclose that, because at this point, if he discloses, well, he was hurt or injured but didn't say anything, that's fines for everybody. That's fines for the team. That's disciplinary action. That's just, correct me if I'm wrong with league rules, because I see that happen pretty often during the regular season.
You're right.
So I'm just saying, you think that could be? You think it could be something like that?
Yeah, no, I agree. You're right, and I apologize for being on one.
But like
Really?
Read the comments. Read the comments.
Even if he, say if they keep him, if they.
First of all, oh no, Nate, let me address this real quick. First of all, I didn't appreciate that.
I'm just saying. I thought I was just talking about the topic. I'm sorry for being on one. My bad. Oops, my bad.
Don't ever do that again. All right, Nate, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I just had to.
No, based on what you were saying, if the coaches is using that injury bug for Anthony Richardson, say if Joe Flacco come in and they actually start winning,
Yeah.
and progressing, what's the reason to go back to Anthony Richardson?
Oh, that's that too. Yeah, I'm 100%. Flacco is Flacco, man.
But now they didn't put themselves, like you say, Nate. They didn't put themselves in a predicament because if Flacco come in there and ball out and get to playoff Flacco.
Yeah.
What they gonna do with Richardson then? Now you got a quarterback contract.
You just have him as a valuable backup. It's not.
You
Nate,
think that man?
Nate, would you not agree, Nate? It's not a controversy. The best players in there, and you got a valuable. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
The best players in there, right? And you got a valuable backup. It's another win-win situation.
No, it's not, because he's gonna look at it like, okay, I'm supposed to be the franchise quarterback. If you don't feel like I'm that guy, I'm going to demand a trade. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, he knows that he got pulled because he was tired.
Well, I mean,
that's what's going to happen,
use that as a narrative, Travis. But I mean, at the same time, that would be the same thing. It'd be the same situation that's going on in Atlanta with Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. I mean, despite that, Anthony Richardson was considered the starter. If it's the job of the head coach to make that controversy decision. Okay, we're going with Joe Flacco. Now, Anthony Richardson sit back and just work on his craft.
Did I ever dismiss you? Ever?
Do you want me to answer that honestly?
No, for real.
You keep dismissing.
like for real.
I think we do the best job we can of listening to each other.
That's crazy, bro.
Because if I sit up here and said that, I might have come across like I overlooked something you said. I might not meant to, you know what I mean? But I think we all do the best job.
Y'all just like life now. Them two at the end, they got over.
Yeah, I think,
you said. No,
I think we do the best job we can. Well, go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that I agree with what Brandon was saying. That
yeah.
The end of the moment that Joe Flacco was with Cleveland, he said that Joe Flacco was actually showing what Joe Flacco typically do, and that show up and ball out straight off the couch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like he is, like Travis always say, he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He knows how to get the job done.
So maybe that's a new term we can start using. There's Flacco, there's regular season Flacco, and then there's off the couch Flacco. What?
Okay,
hashtag off the couch. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, Wallace had a good point. He said Richardson has been turning the ball over at a high rate and missing his reads on receivers' routes. Okay, it's fair enough. And then Sharon said, F Joe Flacco. Hey, just because, we beat them more than they beat us, just because they beat us a few times, be happy for the man's late success, success in his later career. What'd you say, Nate?
Don't get all in her feelings.
I know, man. Of course we hated playing Flacco, but they hated playing Big Ben too, so it was even. It was even. Anyway, we closing out that topic? Yeah. All right. I think we're good on that one, guys. But it was good points brought up by everybody. A lot of scenarios to look at, and a lot of hypotheticals too. Because at the end of the day, we can only go by what they tell us, right?
Yeah.
If he's in the locker room after the game saying, "I was just tired," that's all you gonna give us?
That's all they have to give.
Then we're gonna say, okay, as a quarterback, that should never happen.
Yeah, if that's all he got.
Listen,
that's all he got.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will say this too. You at the highest level of a sport, and depending on the position you play and how you're utilized, if you're at the highest position, you should be able to finish a game. You should be conditioned. You should be less likely to be injured. Less likely. You should have good cardio, all that stuff. And if you compare the two positions of players that normally come out, receivers do this, and they come out because they get tweaked on a play, or they run 2 or 3 or 4 routes in a row and they tired. Running back do that because they're getting ran to death. Quarterbacks don't do it. I'm sorry, they don't. Okay, and so for a quarterback to do that, a quarterback should be less likely to do that because they're tired than a running back. That's all I'm saying. But good topic. Sharon said, Ron, make sure you tap out on Tuesday. I don't know what that means, and honestly, I don't want to know. Pause. That was a joke.
Y'all want to tell us about it?
I know she's talking about the podcast. I know. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
You sure y'all ain't got nothing to tell us?
I'm just joking.
You only say pause when it applies to the same sex.
I know, but
I don't know what's wrong with these guys tonight.
I'm just saying, though, that, look at the comment, man. Look at the comment.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, I gotta do it. But you look at the comment, man. I'm just saying, like, Sharon. You should have put that comment up. That was gonna be all over that comment. But anyway, all I got.
Lord Jesus.
Oh my God. We got clowns in here. You know that. You say something like that. All these clowns.
Watch what you take, because we won't take
advantage. Moving right along.
We knew it was Talk Your Itch Tuesday, Sharon. I'm just picking at you.
All right, going to the next topic, man.
Oh man,
the big topic. The Falcons are 5-3 with a 3-game lead in the NFC South, with the Dallas Cowboys coming in to play them at home. Are the Falcons ready for the Cowboys, and are the Falcons for real, fellas?
I mean, let's compare where they are right now. I mean, let's compare where they are. Let me pause this real quick. So you're looking at the Falcons offense versus the Cowboys defense, and I'm playing with this computer trying to get this enlarged for us to see.
It's small on our side.
Yeah, you got to look at so the Cowboys offense is 22nd, and the Falcons defense is 19th.
In favor of the Cowboys.
Yes,
that's pretty close.
And so the
22nd and 19th, pretty close.
And we're talking about in terms of yards, Cowboys are 15th, and the Falcons defense, as far as yards allowed, are 19th. So that goes back and forth, right? Advantage Cowboys. And then you go down to third downs, and you've got a grade of 40, which is, I guess that's 10th for the Cowboys.
We're pretty good on that.
And then as far as stopping third down conversions,
we're pretty good on that.
You got 49 as a grade for the Falcons, which makes them 30th. So on paper, right, we're not surprised. Cowboys, get the advantage. Red zone now. Red zone offense for the Cowboys, their grade is 42.1. They're 31st. This is where it starts to get dicey. Whereas red zone stops and defense for the Falcons, they're at 57.5 grade, so they're 16th. So they get the advantage in the red zone. And then turnover ratio, Cowboys have a grade of 13. They're 29, so they turn the ball over a lot, more than a lot of teams. Whereas the Falcons turn the ball over more for themselves, so they're 13th. So that's going back and forth on paper, right, guys? When you talk about the Cowboys offense versus the Falcons
that's
defense,
us getting turnovers.
That's what I'm saying. Forcing turnovers. Yeah. All right, well, but then if you look on the other side of the ball.
But what do you say about that, though, Pops?
I'm agreeing with everything I say right now.
No, I'm saying, but for what you heard,
Because they want one. You want to know why, Nate? They want one more category. So it's like, what? I agree with what you're saying, right?
No, that ain't what I was doing. I misunderstood what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying.
But I can tell you the difference between those numbers. The difference between those numbers is 1 or 2 guys. What? Because if Cowboys, come on now, let me say it now.
Go ahead, Pop.
If Cowboys insert 1 or 2 guys that they haven't had in there, that little 19 and 20 seconds, it's too close to even try to make a big difference out of it, guys. But Cowboys insert 1 or 2 guys in there, Cowboys will have the go ahead. If you add it up right now.
We're talking about injuries?
Yeah,
injuries. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you add all that up, Cowboys, it'll be in
Yeah,
Cowboys'
but you know,
that's just the average.
the rebuttal to that is every team is injured to an extent,
No, we're
right?
not talking about. We're talking about these
Every
teams.
team's injured right now. Every
Yeah. So the
we're
Falcons.
talking about the Cowboys and the Falcons.
I know the
right?
Falcons team is injured too. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but the injuries for the Falcons ain't nothing like Cowboys.
Oh, here we go.
Gosh.
Am I lying?
Wait. Pops,
No, Nate is chomping at the bit.
can I say this though, Pops?
Okay.
Y'all injuries ain't no more significant than any other team's injuries. Everybody has injuries.
Yeah.
You gotta
know,
overcome them the best way
Michael
you can.
Paulson is considered the best defensive player in the NFL. You do know that, right?
No, it's TJ. But go ahead. Here we go. You see, Nate? You see?
No, I'm just trying to state some facts, but he leads the leads in rushes, in Harris.
Man, the ball ain't even
Fact.
played.
Come on, I'm being honest with you. He leads the leads in Harris and rushes. Well,
Pops, when the last time he played?
that's what I said. The difference. That's what I said it at first. The difference is inserting one or two guys. That's what I said a while ago.
I know
If them two guys not in there, that's don't mean anything.
But
You know?
Bob, you said that he's leading the league in rushes, pressure.
Harris and rushes, yeah.
When the last time he played?
He had first game. That was it.
Oh, so how he leading the league in rushes? In pressure?
That's his stats. That's what he got. That's the stats. I didn't put him out like that. That's where it is. Michael Paulson leads the league in Harris and rushes. He
You talking
does.
about this year? You talking about this year?
That's a player gets his average from last year. He got that average and put something different.
We talk about this year.
I know, but that's his average. That's on his record. If you look at football, and we're talking football here, that's his average. That's all I'm saying.
Welcome home.
But the bottom line is this: we should see. We should see.
Okay.
Michael Paulson, that ain't the kind of guy you joke and laugh at. If he's in the game, he can rush the game himself. He can crew it.
Pops, I know Michael Parsons.
And hey, guess what? He'll be playing Sunday.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three of them gonna be back, and you gonna see a different Cowboy.
Okay. I hope
that's
so.
great.
I hope so.
They just announced it today. Bland will be playing, and Diggs gonna be playing. See, Diggs and Bland ain't never played together, cause the one of them always hurt. Guys, I'm telling you, when them two guys out there, whoever throwing the ball,
I thought Diggs been playing.
I said they ain't played together. They hadn't been on the same team together. One of them been hurt all the time.
It's all right.
Hey, now
This gonna be real good.
I want to say, Pops, that's great that they're coming back.
I think it is.
I think it's going to be really good, man.
Well,
You guys coming back.
ask Brandon how much of a difference 2 or 3 people make.
Now, that's cool, but it's like Brandon had his number 1 and number 2 receiver out.
These are number 1 people.
he still managed to win some games.
I get it.
Guys, what's the difference between
No,
number 1?
that's a big difference though. Your number 1 and your number 2 receivers out.
Both our number 1s are out.
I get it, but that's a big. That's like you having CD Lamb out and Cooks at the same time.
I'm agreeing with him. Both of our guys are number 1.
No, Pops. No.
In your eyes, they number 1.
In my eyes, no. That's just okay. Guys, you know what? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Those
said,
are
"Go ahead."
defenders. I get it, but it's different when your number 1 and your number 2 receiver is out.
You got
It's different.
Tank, you
your
got
quarterback. Who is that gonna pass to? Both of those guys are out.
That's what's been Dak's problem. He ain't got no one cover. They double team CD Lamb, and all the 2 receivers are
You got
hurt.
Tolbert. You
So
got
we put-
Turpin.
Man, you won't even go ahead.
I'm
You
just
go
saying.
ahead on.
You saying you got Tolbert. You got Turpin. You got Ferguson.
Tobin is a third.
Yeah,
Is our third receiver.
I got your own, Brandon.
Turpin ain't even a receiver. He's a specialist person playing receiver.
Yeah. Let me read some comments
Like, come
real
on,
quick.
I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, let's read some comments. Sharon said, Cowboys looking putrid. Dang what the stats show. I keep picking them to win, and they keep losing.
Wow.
But you know what? On your behalf, I'll tell you that because normally they do win about this time. But see, they hurt right now. Here go this thing, guys. We all keep talking about other teams missing big players, but nobody want to give Cowboys that kind of that punch.
We do.
Cause everything we do, it doesn't matter. But I tell y'all, if these people come back, 1 or 2 of them come back, you're gonna see a different Cowboys.
It does matter. It's just
y'all missing big players.
it's just when you.
I agree to
It's
that.
You
just
talking about Tank Lawrence
no,
and Michael Paulson
but pops,
and Nealon
but pops,
and Strong
pops, but pops. It's
and
just
Kendrick.
pops.
Come on, guys.
We know Dallas missed players, but it's just when you use it as a crutch
that ain't a crust.
to say that it makes y'all at a more of a disadvantage
it
than
ain't
other
a crutch.
teams,
It ain't a crutch.
and when that's really not the case. Now Wallace did say Dallas does have more injuries than we do. However,
It ain't Wallace ain't gotta say it. I said it first.
Okay.
I'm not saying he had to say it. I'm just reading his
And I agree
comment.
with Wallace, and he's speaking.
But he follows up by saying, "But y'all still don't have a running game."
Well, the bottom line, look,
Exactly.
and that's the other thing.
And we finna get to that.
We want to wait till we get to if I say something.
Yeah, yes, we too.
But let's
Yeah.
go ahead and stay on this.
All right.
Well, what do y'all say about the Falcons chance? What do y'all say?
Well-
y'all think it's gonna be like Travis said, a blowout?
Well, I say Sharon says Atlanta's going to be 27-24, and I got stats up from the other side. So now we got Falcons offense against Falcons defense. According to stats,
Cowboys.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Cowboys defense according to stats
y'all-
this far. Yeah, so let's look at it real quick. Let's dig it. Let's get into the stats. So points per game.
Well, let me say this. What you say this.
I can't read it on my end, guys. It's too small.
The bottom line is, I just want to hear what everybody got to say. I know what the stats say, but guys, you can't read too much in them stats. I keep telling you. But even though
You the stat guy, Pops.
Yeah, you
I know
wait,
what.
wait.
Guys, let me finish what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna explain what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Can I say real quick? Can I say
But see, y'all gotta let me finish
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You,
Okay.
It ain't even
All right,
fair to
Nate.
cut me off.
You next, Nate. You next, Nate. Go ahead.
Man, you don't even know what I'm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nate.
No, go ahead and finish. He waiting on you.
What I was going to say, I'm a fat guy. I believe in the numbers, but there are certain people you can't replace. I don't care what you do or say. Everybody know I'm right. There are certain players out there can't be replaced. You can put somebody in and fill the hole or the gap. Guys, there's people like when your guy was down, when y'all lead tackle was down. They wasn't the same.
We
team.
didn't make excuses for
Patrick,
it.
listen what
No,
I'm
I never once said.
Patrick, it ain't gotta be upset. I'm just saying when he's out, you can tell.
But that's the difference between
Guys, he won't even
what
listen.
me and a lot of Dallas fans is. I never use that as an excuse.
Forget
It's
about
not a
your-
crutch.
Forget about your hate right now. That ain't about.
It's not a
that.
hate trap.
All I'm
Pops is-
saying, you see what I'm trying to tell
How
you?
come every time somebody critiques Dallas and it's nothing
Patrick,
personal?
you're going too far with it.
I'm not going too far. It's a critique.
I'm trying to
Pops.
talk business and y'all okay.
And then every time somebody critiques Dallas, it's a jab or like it's personal. If it's hate, it's not hate.
No, everything that everybody said here tonight is right on point, and I'm agreeing 100%. But if we ain't
So-
trying to make it that argument you saying.
So it's not.
I know.
So it's not hate.
See, guys, I'm just trying to spit a little bit of knowledge in here. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There are people out there, players that you can't replace. They the face of that team, and when they're out, you can tell it. Now, all of you know football, and all of you know. When a person's out that's the face of a team, you can tell it. Don't sit there saying you can put it out and replace. No, you
Well,
can't.
let me give you an example.
you don't have to do that.
Last year in the first round of the playoffs, we played the Buffalo Bills, right?
Patrick, this is about
Oh,
Atlanta and Dallas. What you talking about?
Pops, I'm giving you an example that relates to what we're talking about. I can do that. I am able to do that.
You killed
I am
the story,
allowed.
buddy. You killed
I
the
am
story.
allowed, and I have the right to.
All right, okay.
If I try to change the subject, it'd be different.
You just kill the rhythm when you do that.
No, I'm not killing. How am I killing the rhythm? I'm talking about the same topic.
Because my man got something to tell about the game.
Okay.
Sometimes they can affect you. They can affect you.
Hold on, Nate can come in on the back end of this
Okay,
because
Patrick, go
it's a
ahead.
good point.
Go ahead, Patrick.
When we played the Buffalo Bills last year, but that was a close game. Buffalo didn't blow us out of the water like some people thought they would have. Mason Rudolph did an awesome job, right? You got a quarterback in Mason Rudolph that's nowhere near as, in my opinion, nowhere near as good as Josh Allen. But what people don't talk about is T.J. Watt did not play that game. Do you hear any Steelers fans saying we would have won that game last year if T.J. would have played? No, it's next man up.
I've heard some of them.
So all I'm saying is this.
I've heard some of them on YouTube, on
All I'm,
NFL Network. They said that.
all I'm saying is this.
He don't. I
All I'm,
asked
sa-
this question.
all I'm saying is this. TJ was out, but that didn't mean. I mean, what I could have done is said, if TJ would have been in there, he probably had 2 sacks. You know what I mean? We probably would have stopped some of those third down drives. And then I could have went further and said that fake slide that the quarterback did, that's what cost us that touchdown.
Patrick.
Which they went and changed that rule now. Now they can't fake slide. Am I doing that? Am I spending time, saying
And
if
I
this
didn't do
would happen,
that.
if that
I
would
didn't
happen?
do that either. I did not say that.
But
I agree with everybody.
you're kind of doing it in terms
No,
of
I'm
like.
not.
Okay,
I agree
okay,
with what they
okay,
said,
okay.
dude. You
All right,
trying to have an argument that ain't even
Okay,
there.
all right, okay. Well,
I'm
maybe,
giving in. I'm submitting.
okay, good. Thank
we
you.
go over the stats that's on the screen.
Now,
Yeah, you can do that.
Nate, real quick. Nate's been waiting patiently. Go ahead,
That's
Nate.
why I told you earlier.
Go ahead, Nate.
No, the only thing that I was going to comment on Pop's remark was if any team is dealing with this many injuries, this is what
Yeah.
showcase how good your coaching staff is. It's not about the players. It becomes about how to implement certain players to played to the best of their abilities within that scheme. Now I get what you're saying. Your big name players does change the dynamic of a team.
Yeah.
I get that. But what makes a team better than what it really is not the star players, it's the depth on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I barely hear you speak on, Pops, when you talk about the Cowboys.
Or you want me to?
No, I would just.
Well, I'll say this on what you on what you're saying is the rebuttal is to this. You don't hardly ever hear me say past that point. You know why I don't? Because I be too busy defending the topic of what we're saying. Because when it comes to the Cowboys, everybody goes into they possessed. The average person possessed come to the Cowboys, they just start talking. And a lot of them be talking, don't even keep stats. They don't know they don't even know the play. I'm being honest. You know I'm telling the truth. When the word Cowboy come, everybody transform. And this is why I'm just talking. I get cut up. And y'all see, all of you laugh. You know I'm telling the truth.
There's a little space where you can tip it at the bottom.
When the Cowboy,
find it.
Hold on.
You know I'm telling the truth, man.
I'm just saying, I never heard you use the word possessed when it comes.
But it's y'all, man. It's where y'all are. Y'all be standing up with a smart face like this, and then the Cowboys come, y'all say, it goes to that point.
You know, I'm sorry.
No. Let it go, Trap. Let it go.
Guys,
Let it go.
But the bottom line is,
because it's not. Is it gonna do any good?
yeah, it's gonna do some good.
Probably
Yeah, it's
not.
gonna do some good.
No, it's
But
not
see,
gonna do any good.
Here's the thing, Patrick. Least let a person say what they got to say. Don't assume they gonna.
You know what? You're right.
You
Go
can
ahead.
finish. Go ahead.
It's calling an argument, or are you trying to get to a point? What Nate said was right on point. It is coaches, and we slipping right there with that, bro. That's why I wanted to tell you what you said was right on point. Cause we didn't have hardly any coaching, and bro, you're on point with that.
Sharon said Transformers. More of that means to y'all.
Yeah, there you go, Sharon. I see, she know what I'm saying. But
She's
but what you said,
trolling
Nate.
you, Pop. No.
Hey, that's right on point. No, I agree with her though. It ain't no trolling. I agree with her.
Does he?
I understand. I'm agreeing. What is it when
Nate,
the person
does he know that she's trolling him?
So basically, I know what she's doing, and it's okay.
Okay.
I'm from old school. We used to that. We used to be in trouble like that.
Yeah, but y'all called it the Joneses.
But on this and here, come on, guy. On this and here, I agree with her. It's transform. We change and we shift as we go. Now I understand that. So I know exactly. I'm not.
I want to check something real quick.
Like Travis said, you doing too much.
I want to check something. Was I doing too much? Just
Yeah. When someone say something, you want to get in there and dig
you
it
got
better.
your own style.
Yeah.
Like you did me earlier.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, I'm just gonna say this much right here. What Nate said made sense. Cause Jerry Jones came out and said this is Mike's last year, unless we go to the Super Bowl, and I don't see that. So this is his last. Jerry Jones already said it today. This is the last year.
Oh, so, but the great Micah Parsons, he didn't give up on him.
Mike McCarthy, man, what's the matter?
Oh, I
with
thought you said Micah. I thought you said Micah. You said
I didn't
Mike.
say no Mike. I said Mike.
I said
It's
I thought
okay.
it's a mistake.
It's okay. But the bottom line, I told you they hate. See how he transformed?
How can me mishearing something be hate?
When I said Jerry Jones,
You throw hate. You throw that word around a
was
lot.
we not talking about coaching, y'all? Was we not talking about coaching? Saying we were talking about coaching.
Pops, I misheard you. I thought you said Micah. I'm sorry.
Cause you can't hear nothing when it comes to hate.
Brandon, I just want to tell you something. Brandon, are you on now?
What's up, y'all? But hey, but Nate,
Okay, I just want to make sure you.
that's
I got
a good
you on
point you
stage.
made, man. That I agree with you 100%.
Okay, so
sitting
That's
back
good.
being good boy, ain't I?
yeah, you are because I know you biding your time. Listen.
You've been having us laughing all day, Brandon. But
Listen.
Man,
I do want to.
crazy,
I do
boy.
have these stats up here so that we can
Yeah,
get
you
into it.
dog.
Brandon, were you saying something just then?
He getting ready to.
No, I wasn't. I was just saying I'm being good, ain't I?
But no,
Okay, good.
I don't want the good Brandon. I want the bad Brandon.
And then you'll be complaining about.
Stop.
No, Brandon.
Brandon know what I'm talking about.
This is what he's gonna do.
Patrick, you do.
No, because I gotta say this because you'll say I want the bad Brandon, and then when he start going in on you, be like, no, you full of
It ain't
hate.
like that. No,
you
it ain't
a
like that.
hater. You a hater. You full of hate.
It's called rebuilding, man. It's called coming back at him, and that's what arguments are. It's fun. It's healthy.
I thought
My God.
we wasn't arguing.
Oh yeah, it's some little argument, man, but it's good. It's peaceful.
So now it's
and
arguing,
fun.
right, Nate?
Guys, this man is sitting here agreeing with y'all. I know y'all want to see me upset, but I ain't got nothing to be upset about. I know my Cowboys.
Honestly,
Laugh, cut up all you want to, but
we could care less.
about the mid end, you gonna see what I mean.
You want to see?
Don't
upset?
count them out.
Man, what?
Do you want to see Pops upset?
Man,
He'll
you
be
can't
upset-
make me
he'll be
upset.
upset
no.
But do you want to? Do you wake up? Do you wake up going? You know what?
Next
I
week,
can't
You're doing
wait.
too much, bro.
I'm just picking at you, pops.
But the bottom line is still
It's a joke.
The bottom line is this,
You
guy.
gotta get through
I
this.
want to hear what y'all got to say. That's why I said I told
All right.
Brandon, don't be good, be bad.
All right,
Because when you bad, that's when the knowledge come forth. So I want the knowledge, man.
All right, so let's dig into the second half of these stats. So now we're looking at Falcons offense versus Cowboys defense. And I'll let Travis kind of go through this real quick.
Well, basically, like I said, our offense, we average 24.3 points a game, which makes us 12th in the league. And the Cowboys defense, they give up 28.3 points a game, which makes them 31st in the league, which I was telling you.
Ooh.
But, and then as far as yards per game, we get
371.
371.6, which makes us 7th in the league. And Cowboys get 372.6, which makes them 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, they give up 372.
Yeah, they gives
Ooh,
up
that's rough.
372 yards a game, which makes them 26 in the league. Third downs, we are 39.6%. We're 12th in the league on offense. Dallas, they give up 36.0, which makes them 14 on third down. So y'all actually pretty good on that. You know what I mean? Red zone, we are 52%, which makes us 22nd in the league. And Dallas, they give up 73.9%, which makes them dead last, 37.
Dead last in the red zone. That's rough.
In the red zone. Turnovers, we have 10, which makes us 18th in the league. Y'all have 5, which makes y'all 27th in the league.
Yeah, y'all have only forced 5 turnovers
Yeah.
the whole season, yeah.
So, like, I feel like our offense is way better than matchup-wise
Yeah.
than y'all defense.
Yeah, it's a better matchup the other way around.
those are facts and stats.
So looking at it's fair to say looking at.
Hold on.
I thought you finished. I'm sorry. My
No,
bad.
you're
My
not
done,
bad.
Pat.
I got excited.
Yeah.
My bad.
And
I told you to get excited.
what I'm saying is, you say you the stat guy, so
I'm going to tell you the difference.
you have to go by stats, and these are facts. And you can't go by stats only when it fits your narrative. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
That's all.
Shots
You
fired.
want me to rebuttal from that?
Well, I just want to say real quick. So looking at these stats,
you were talking to me.
Atlanta has the.
I was. But
I thought you stopped.
no, he said he wanted to rebuttal.
But
Okay.
go ahead. I'll do it after you do it. Go ahead.
Well, I might not get it in if I don't do
I
it
know.
now.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All I was gonna say is, according to the stats, Atlanta right now has a slight advantage because y'all are pretty matched up on the other side of the ball, if I'm not mistaken, right? Back and forth with Falcons defense versus Cowboys offense. I think there was one category that gave you 3-2, but
Sure
it was
enough.
very close. Yeah, it was very close. But if you look at the other way around, Falcons will probably not turn the ball over as much.
And we 19th on defense overall, and they
And
31st.
But so that gives them the edge because Falcons average versus Cowboys is average on points and yards allowed and all that stuff. I think Falcons have the edge looking at both sides. That's all I was gonna say. Go ahead,
Of course
Pops.
they do.
Nathan, say something.
I was just gonna say, based off of these stats that's on the screen, that y'all defense can't stop nothing.
That's
Not a thing.
that's it.
Okay, let me give y'all just a little bit of knowledge. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Guys, even though the numbers are before us, and I believe in most of the time, I believe in those numbers, but there are times you gotta get away from the numbers. When it comes down to
No.
people, can I just finish? Come on, man.
I'm just saying how.
Hey, that spoke volumes too, Nate.
Nate, I told
That
you,
spoke volumes.
it's possessed. Y'all possessed when it comes to the Cowboys. You can't help yourself, and it's cool, bro. It's cool. He said no, but the bottom line is this: here's the things you guys over missing.
Tired of the nonsense.
The number of times these teams have met, Cowboys have had the edge. So there's a good chance we might have your number. Now, just listen, just hear me out. I'm gonna say something. I said the same thing. Patrick,
Man, you need to stop, man.
What's the
I'm sorry,
harm of letting
I'm
me
sorry,
finish?
I'm sorry.
I listened to y'all
I
say
didn't
a word.
mean to say a word.
See,
I'm sorry.
You know why they don't pop?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The reason they don't want pop the talk, cause I be talking some straight up stuff now. Okay,
That's not true, though.
Okay, just let me finish. What is gonna hurt, guys?
Because they beat y'all the last. How many?
No, they didn't. We beat them the last 2 times.
I don't think
You
you
need to
did
do
that. I think we won one and y'all won one.
No, you didn't, Travis.
Okay, go ahead, Pops.
so bad.
Finish your spiel. Finish your spiel, Pops.
Because the one game we had, I think your left tackle was out. Adrian Claymore had like 6 sacks in that game.
That was three seasons ago.
The other game,
The last two we won.
Pops, hold on.
Okay.
In the other game, we did an onside kick and we didn't get it, and y'all beat us by a technicality.
That's right.
'cause we
That's
didn't
right.
call
I remember
an
that now.
onside kick.
Pops.
I remember that. So y'all 1-1 the last 2 games.
I know what I know. Okay? But the bottom line is this here.
Man just said, I know what I know.
Can I talk?
Brandon, what you think about that? He know what he know.
You can't do that, though, Pops.
Brandon, what you
What
think
I
about that?
can do.
This defies the laws of gravity and everything when you're doing this, bro.
It defies reality.
You know what, guys?
You know what?
See, I know I'm sitting with odds against me. But still, the respect and people talking, the order talk are done. You guys not letting me talk at all.
Pops is like
And I don't understand that.
Pops is like Thanos when he got the
understand that.
reality stone.
Okay, I was wrong. You have beat us.
You
last.
ain't
Yeah.
wrong, but you just.
But I think we won right
Control
before that.
yourself.
Who was one before that?
Because the bottom line is this. All the stuff,
Pops,
all the stuff y'all talking.
I gotta. This
Pappy, can you just hold your horse?
it's
for a minute?
comedy. It's something funny. I gotta plug in. But
Go ahead,
Pops.
man. Go ahead.
Pops. No, Pops is like Thanos when he got the reality stone. He's like, reality can be so disappointing.
Patrick, you are doing too much now, for real. Let the man talk, man. If we can move on, bro. We got a lot of things to cover.
I'm just saying. But he says now reality can be whatever
And you
I
still
want.
doing it.
I'm sorry.
Man, we are live on a show.
Go ahead,
bro.
Pops. Go ahead, Pops. Go ahead, Pops.
Is that not hate, guys?
It's not. Oh, okay, that's hate. Go ahead, Pops.
All I'm telling y'all is this. I know what the number says. But reality set in, when these teams come together, there's strange things happen. And it's going to depend on how the referees is that day. I don't care what you say. It's going to depend on what calls you get and what calls you don't get. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. When it comes to Kirk Cousins, every time Dak go up against him, majority of the time Dak beat him. Wait, hear me out. I said the same thing about the Steelers. You guys were saying there's no way it's going to happen. But I told y'all the best quarterback that day will win this game. Now, all I'm telling y'all is this. When that game comes to point, all the stuff y'all said, oh, these stats, they're going to beat y'all. I'm telling you.
Dak Prescott should
Come
beat
on,
Justin
Patrick.
Fields. He should.
Patrick.
He's a better quarterback.
You know what?
Is this something? That's y'all Super Bowl for the year right there.
You interrupted.
You know what?
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
was going to say the same thing. Like, Pops, what was your narrative for this game going in if you're going to base it off of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I'm not basing off the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just happened to bring that up trying to get to a point. That's all that was. And the way it is, you guys are so inchy till you don't want to hear there's a possibility you guys might be going to get beat that day. You know why you don't want to hear? All right?
I know it's a possibility that we can lose that game. I haven't guaranteed nothing.
All the faith. I'm sorry, I just cut you off, man. But go ahead. Well, I'm sorry about that, brother.
No, I was just saying I didn't guarantee nothing. It is a possibility we can lose that game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I think y'all gonna lose it. Can I do that, guy?
Yep.
There's 3 things that I've seen every time we get together. See, y'all really bad on rushing. Now hold up, just listen to me. Y'all ain't got the bit. Y'all got one guy, and he kind of taping off. He's not really doing it like he used to, but he's still a good guy. But he's not getting in there with rush. So y'all don't put a good rush on the person for one thing. Dak Prescott will pick you alive if you don't put a rush on him. Let's hold up. I know he's been 2 interceptions. I know that. But if you don't, but Dak, we've been playing some good teams. We played San Francisco 49. Y'all say, depending on how y'all play the San Francisco, we talking about a Super Bowl team. All I'm telling y'all is this. Y'all got 3 places where you're weak at. The rush isn't all that good. And Dak Prescott will pick you apart. And y'all got trouble with mobile quarterback. Dak can be mobile when he wants to. Y'all have trouble with mobile. And another thing is y'all secondary. Y'all got the best safety. Well, 3rd of the best. But I still say all I can speak one of the best safety in the business. That's base. But I'm telling you again, guys, CD he gonna demand 2 peoples on him. And I'm telling you again, with Dak Prescott going up against Kirk gonna give you 2 interceptions. He gonna do it. It's like that. And I'm telling you now, remember Pop said it. Every time we come up against Kirk, they know Kirk. And they know y'all running backs, it's power. I mean, that's what we got to watch. Because our status ain't good when it comes to the run. I know that. But you know what I'm going to tell you this? They have a tendency to break, but bend, but not break. A lot of them run down. You ever know? Look, check now. I want y'all checking out. They'll run all the way down the field, but get the red zone down is always making it 3 points. That's a fact. When they come in the red zone, we just good at that. All I'm telling y'all is this, and I'm not gonna say nothing else. Remember I told you. Y'all secondary is weak. Y'all ain't got the best rush defense out there. And when you rush Kurt have a tendency to throw interceptions. But I told you, Dak is better than Kurt. That's what's going to win. Go Dak see, y'all got nothing to lose. Y'all got what, 5? Y'all don't won 5 games, and we done lost 4. God, Dallas Cowboys come out there and we ain't lost nothing on the road yet. It's just still pointing that's going to be a win for us. We haven't lost on the road yet. Just watch and see. You're going to see power. So be careful what you say because it's going to come back on you like it did with the Steelers. I told this guy over here, the stats said we got a better quarterback. Guys, don't count Dak Prescott out. And Zeke, if they give the ball to him, he'll run. Look at the San Francisco game. When they was handing to Zeke, he went down there and run into the touchdown. Then the next series, they never gave it again. Zeke ain't done, guys. And maybe you get a chance to see that.
All right.
Dak got duck feet first off. Dak got duck feet first off. Kirk Cousins is playing better than Dak.
Yes, and a few things here. A few things I want to address. First of all,
his numbers is better right now.
Nate,
I agree with you.
a few things I can say.
Just talking, bro.
And like Nate and Ron and Brandon can all vouch.
It's ridiculous. That's
Neither me.
It's just my opinion.
All right, neither me.
That's all it is.
I know it's my opinion.
Neither me.
That's what you're saying.
Okay.
Neither me nor Travis, nobody on this panel, and nobody that was watching that night before the Steelers and Cowboys game said that it was a guarantee that Steelers was going to win. I myself said it could go either way. And if you win, I'm going to congratulate you next game. So you keep saying that like y'all said the Steelers are going to run out. No, nobody said that.
Yeah.
It's just like this game coming up. It could go either way. Nobody's saying it's 100% guarantee that the Falcons going to beat the Cowboys. Nobody says that. It's like you make these narratives up. Second of all, Dak Prescott is really just as good as Dak regular season. Dak's stats are just a little bit better, but it's not like you look at the two stats every season and go, Dak's blowing him out of the water. No, Kirk Cousins right there at him. As a matter of fact, the last few years, Kirk Cousins had the most passing yards. 2 out of the last 4 years? Am I right, Trap?
You're wrong.
So,
you're wrong, Patrick.
So with that being said,
Dak had more last year, but Kirk got hurt.
I'm saying the last 2 out of the last 4 years. I didn't say last year.
Before Kirk got hurt last year, he was on an MVP run.
Yes. So my point is, and then not only that, he's had more fourth quarter comebacks and
that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Let me finish, okay?
Y'all got let yourself finish.
Then Dak Prescott. So my point is, you're acting like Dak Prescott is so much better than Kirk Cousins. They're really kind of like mirror images of each other regular season. So with that being said, the quarterback play, they're going to go back and forth and they're going to duel it out. It's not, I think maybe the quarterback that plays better that night may give their team an advantage. We'll give you that. But you can't look at either one of those quarterbacks and say that they are just that much better than the other.
NFL does.
And last but not least, y'all going into Atlanta this season, and Atlanta is a different team. We know what we got with the Cowboys. What you see is what you get. And right now, this is just my opinion on the Cowboys. Pops is going to call it hate. I think we've seen the best that we're going to see out of the Cowboys this season. That's just my personal opinion. The way that they're playing.
Now, can I say something?
And when I get finished, I'm not trying to be rude. I think we've seen the best that we're going to see out of the Cowboys this year. I mean, this is it. I think, unless something drastically changes, we've seen the Cowboys ceiling. This is the best you're going to get from the Cowboys. Between injuries does factor into it, but also Dak is just not playing well. The defense is letting people run all over them. They're just not.
Stop.
Can I finish? They're just not playing well. Whereas with the Falcons, anybody that's got an eye for football can tell that this Falcons team is a different team than what you've seen from the Falcons the last few years, and it's a fact. They finally got the quarterback position taken care of the way they got a top quarterback. They got a dynamic running game. And they got a good defense, especially in the secondary. They got the best safety tandem in the league. So with that being said, it is a good chance that the Falcons can turn the tables on the Cowboys this Sunday. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm finished.
Guys, it's good that y'all let him do all that talk. So when this thing go down Sunday, y'all ain't got to worry about me saying y'all said it because he did all the talk.
I hear some of the guests talk. That's why.
But guys,
got him on the
I just want to.
No sense.
Yeah, I just want to hear what y'all got to say. But all I said was just simple as this. He said we don't hit our season. When y'all talk, I want y'all to tell me that y'all think that, because how can a team hit the season they got all the injuries? See, he's not even thinking. That's just he's saying things that ain't adding up. When a team is hurt And them guys gonna come back at some point. There ain't no way they don't hit their ceiling. Well, how would you think that way?
It's just my opinion,
Can
Pops.
I say something?
All right, y'all see my point.
Can I say something?
Look at the Rams.
Yeah, but can I say
They got a couple people back. They don't shut that thing up now. Patrick, I'm not done. Okay, I'm done with it. I try to explain y'all something, but you'll see Sunday.
What I was just finna say
Right.
was what Patrick was saying was right though. What he was saying was true.
You think when they hit I see you ain't gonna see no better.
No, 'cause what he's saying is, Dad, by the time all your guys get back, you gonna be like 4 more games in the hole, bro.
You think you really think that?
It's gonna be a wrap. So what he's saying about he think he didn't see the best of y'all
Okay.
unless y'all just come out and like gangbusters this week, but I don't see that happening. But you was finna say something, Brendan?
Yeah, like the way it's looking, and I know I looked at the last 2 weeks. Once again, the running the ball. You got to be able to run the football to win in this league. And whether it's the coaching, they not giving Zeke the ball, or whatever. Like, you can't play around like that. I don't know. I don't even know, man. I don't know where they mindset would even come from. Like, we're not gonna give Zeke the ball. We're gonna reserve it for later. We'll be fine.
Insane.
Like,
That's what they saying, Brandon.
okay, that's kind of disrespectful to the rest of the league, whatever. But if that's what Jerry been saying a lot of stuff lately, but I just
Jerry's
don't.
Jerry's getting old, man.
thought-
It's getting senile.
I legit thought that Dallas could win that 49ers game last week. This is no dive. I legit thought that. And when I seen there's one stat that stands out that makes me be like, okay, I don't even know how can I look at this Atlanta game? Brock Purdy had the same amount of rushing yards as the Dallas Cowboys as a whole last week. How am I supposed to believe that they are going to do something against Atlanta? Brock
You want to
Purdy.
answer that, Pops?
Yeah, he ain't done yet.
Oh, okay.
Brock Purdy, 56 rushing yards. Dallas Cowboys offense total rushing yards, 56. Unacceptable. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, y'all?
No, you're right. You're right, bro. You're right.
Nah, you're definitely right.
Yeah, you're right.
sure.
I agree with you 100%, bro.
So
But
why are you
go
saying it's
ahead,
gonna be
bro.
different?
You want me to say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause you told
Brandon,
Ron, I want to end it with this. You told Ron last week that, watch and see what our rushing game be against the 49ers. You told Ron that.
I did say that. And when they gave the ball to Zeke, what did you see? You saw a touchdown, didn't you?
It wasn't
Wait a
spectacular.
minute, now talk. Come on, bro. Come on, Patrick. You're doing too much. Now, what did you see when they gave the ball to Zeke?
He scored a touchdown.
And did he not? Did you see every run he got was over 5 yards or better? From we started on the 12-yard line down that way. Zeke run 2 11-yard runs. And I'm telling you, me and Travis watched it tonight we came, and you said it yourself, how can they expect to win? We don't get the ball to Zeke. See, everything you saying tonight, man, is on point. And it's not a disrespect to the league. It's a disrespect to Zeke. The league ain't got nothing to do with what this team doing. The league is glad Zeke ain't getting the ball, so it ain't a disrespect to them. They hope they don't have a running game. So it's a disrespect to Zeke and our guys. When you know you got guys can run, you won't even pass it off to them. They won't even look at the Patriots. I hate to get off. The Patriots, Zeke led the Patriots in passing. Now I want you to look at this. With the New England Patriots, Zeke led the Patriots in passing. How many passes you seen Dak throw to him?
You mean receiving? Like the receiving
I
passes?
said he passed receiving, yeah.
Okay.
But the bottom line is, Brandon, you see my point. The dudes can catch on the run. Just as well it's block and run. All I'm telling you is everything you said to the point, Brandon, is right on point. Like Nate, y'all, I can't argue with Pat, but I will tell y'all this. They said today.
Do it every time.
They said that today that they will start running Zeke.
All right.
Come on, why are you
Well,
doing that?
Wallace made a good point though. He said, "Pop, it was on the 3-yard line when Zeke scored that."
3-yard line. We started on the 12 or 13-yard line. Wait a minute. see, Wallace, I know what team you are.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was thinking too.
Just don't stop me from talking.
I ain't stopping. I'm just saying. I'll just read the comments.
Wallace, I told you would find out that they could run that ball, and you did. Zeke ran that ball all the way from that 12 all the way up the field and ran a touchdown. And Zeke run 2 12-yard runs on them. So don't sit there and tell me you didn't see Zeke running that ball, because you did. Look, guy, I think, Nate, you said it a while ago. Zeke can't have it if they don't get the ball to him. That ain't his fault.
No, that's true.
And the reason we don't have a running game, how can you have a running game if you don't hand it to the backs? That's why we don't have a running game. But don't be surprised if y'all see Cowboys go back to the ground and pound. Don't be surprised. All I'm telling y'all is this. I know what the stats are. I know what their records are. But when it comes on that field, Cowboys have an edge when they come to playing them Falcons. I done told y'all. But hey, maybe this is the year that y'all will beat us. And if you do, I'm gonna give my guys a handshake. But I'm telling you, I got a knack of picking games, and that's why I'm in the mix of winning with somebody else. But I will tell y'all this. Don't be surprised when y'all see Cowboys a different team because Michael, Ed, Kendricks, Nealon, all of them gonna be back. And I'm telling y'all, how can the quarterback throw the ball that Mike gonna be in that backfield like he does? You can say what you want to say and laugh about Mike all you want to, but when he on the field, that's a one-man wrecking crew. And you watch and see. He can't get that ball. And when you bomb rush Kirk, guess what happens? He throws the ball when he's falling in there. You'll see. And I'm done.
This game going to come down to what offensive line will make the most mistakes. Point blank, in between the white lines.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Pops, the way y'all been looking on your offensive line,
I agree.
A lot of penalties.
yes, we've been having some issues too. So, but
Some.
whoever make the less mistakes on the offensive line,
I agree.
that's who will win.
It's a good point.
I love that, bro. I
Good
love
point.
that. That's fact. I agree with that.
And I will say,
Ask me if you through.
Atlanta at home, right?
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
It don't matter.
it really don't matter because
Yes, it does.
because
Not for us,
it don't because Dallas has been losing at home. That's why it don't matter.
Dallas ain't lost on the road.
No,
Y'all lost at San Francisco.
No. Guy,
All right, so-
hold on, guy. I want to say it to him because he didn't realize that.
Okay, Pops.
Y'all lost
Y'all
to
lost
San
in
Francisco.
San
Y'all lost to
We
San
went on the
Francisco.
road. We was at home.
Y'all was in San
Yeah, we was at
Francisco
home.
last week.
You know, y'all was in San Francisco, Pops. Y'all was in San Francisco last week, Pops.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, well, so it was on the road. Y'all lost. So, with that being said, a lot of times it depends on how well your offensive line is playing too. Because let me ask y'all a question: why are there a lot of penalties on a team's offensive line? The hold and the hands to the face is because they're getting beat on the line, right?
No.
You hold because you're getting beat. You're getting beat
You don't
by
want your quarterback to get
the what's the guy that plays for Cleveland? The rusher. Dang it.
Miles Garrett.
Miles, you're getting beat by the Miles Garretts or the Micah Parsons or the TJ Watts. And so when you're getting beat by those guys, you got to hold them or you got to get a hand to the face. That's where the penalties come from.
guys-
Or offsides because you're trying to get an advantage on that rusher. So if whichever line is more dialed in, it's the same thing what Ron was saying. Whichever line is more dialed in and has to make less of those mistakes and get those calls against them, it might be part of the deciding factor of the game.
And
Let me say this, guys. It's don't. I mean, I'm trying to see. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but this don't have a lot to do with it. It's about referees now. They gonna call some plays, they not gonna call others. And I know you can boo all you want, but I'm being honest with you. Do you realize there's a holding on every play? If the referee want to call it, there's a holding on every play. Now, that fact check me, guys. There's a holding on every play. But
No,
you agree?
I get what you're saying.
But see, but you know, heck of the thing, they are watching the Cowboys and they're calling it. If you looked at the San Francisco game, there were 4 plays that helped San Francisco to win.
But listen, guys.
That was 2 touchdowns. They shouldn't even happen.
All right, but listen to what I'm saying, guys.
Okay.
We got a full panel. We got to let everybody talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Everybody's
thinking.
on the show, guys. We can't just take all the time and don't let the panel talk.
Yeah.
That don't make
I
sense.
agree with that 100%. But when they talk to me and they ask me a question, that's when I'm supposed
Oh,
to.
that's different. But I'm saying, but if we got guests on the show, guys, we gotta let them talk
But okay,
more.
but the bottom line is this, guys. I was trying to make a point, but I don't think I got my point across. But I'll wait to the game.
Well, what you're saying?
It really depends. No, I know what I'm saying. You ain't got to explain what I'm saying.
You're saying that the referee.
Patrick, let me say what I mean. That's too much, bro.
No, it's not. You're saying that the referees pick on Dallas more than anything, and they call for Dallas. That's what you said.
When we the Royce's team that with the high, Patrick, oh, you go ahead on.
Y'all commit more of the penalties because y'all holding more, and it's on film. It's not like the referees are making up these calls against y'all. Y'all line is getting beat. Y'all line is not good this year. Y'all are not good this year. Y'all not as good as y'all were. Dak is not playing as good. The defense is not playing as good. Can you just admit that y'all are not playing as good right now? That's really what it comes down to.
I got a question.
But you would never admit that.
Why are you throwing out?
Because it's frustrating that you
But
won't
you
accept.
don't know what I'm
You
thinking.
won't accept reality.
You know, I'm not gonna do that with you. I know what you mean.
It's frustrating. Go ahead, Brandon.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
If we look when we look at teams that or get that are high on penalties, are we supposed? How are we supposed to view this? Are we supposed to view it like either they're not a disciplined team, or are we supposed to assume that the refs will have to give?
Let me answer that. What you're supposed to assume is because it happens to you too. So you do know there are referees out there being paid to do what they do. It ain't like it's already been proven that the games are rigged. So don't sit there and tell me you don't believe that. So don't sit there and tell me, you really believe? Let me finish, now. I didn't cut you off.
Hold on.
Do you really believe?
Go ahead.
Do you really believe that every penalty the Cowboys getting, they really doing it?
Yes.
Come on. You know what, Patrick? You
No,
do
I
too
got a
much.
statement for that. Everything does.
That's too much over that guy. That's just too much. I was asking Brandon. I want to see what you thought, Brandon, but he answered it for you.
It's easy for me. Like when it comes to that red thing, I know that the referees gonna do what they do. They gonna do.
That's all I was saying.
You gonna benefit from it. You gonna benefit. That's why I don't like talking about that, because it's something that can always be brought up. But you know what I'm saying.
But it's got to be talked about.
But normally, one thing I noticed that when it's not benefiting, like okay, we lost when we beat the Vikings. Of course, we know about the face mask at the end of the game, right? How much they made a big fuss about. You know, there was a little fuss about that, and I laughed at that. I laughed at it because it took me right back to week 5 when we played against Chicago. Last drive, we tried to go down the field just like them to win the game. Less down by 6 points. Matthew Stafford gets creamed right, helmet to the face, through a pick. Referee looking dead at it. They ain't called nothing. I just scoffed at it because this is what they do.
But
they
Brandon,
do this.
You turn on ESPN and Pro Football Talk and all that. They do. They those fans are saying it. You might be a fan that don't, but other fans do. Don't sit there and say y'all fans don't do it because you do.
They talk about it, and that brings me to my last point. In knowing this, right? That's why it baffles me when some people, some fans, they get the front running about what their team gonna do this and that, but then in their back pocket, the ref is out to give. The referees is gonna do this. The referees is gonna do that. That's why it does no good to front run.
Let me tell you something, Brandon.
I'll put it this way: if you know that the Cowboys is always getting flagged all the time, there's no reason to say that the Cowboys is gonna do anything, because the referees basically is making sure it's not gonna happen.
No, that's not so. Sometimes sometimes the momentum, regardless of what flag they're throwing, it doesn't matter. They still win. They call getting stops and getting turnovers. So that what you just said, it's not so. I don't care how many flags they throw. When a person get enough stops, they get enough turnover, and the momentum. I don't care how many flags you throw. If the momentum's on your side, bro, you can win that game. I've seen it too many times. So that's not so.
Go ahead, Ron.
I'm gonna say this. So when the referees do miss those calls, what should happen to the referees?
If a referee missed the call, because you can't bring them up and fine them for it.
Why
So if a referee miss a call, they just miss a call. But they get some right, as well as they get something wrong. So I'm not saying the referee is messing up call up every time. All I'm saying is I call what I see.
They need to start getting a fining system.
They need to.
For them.
Me and my son sat there and watched the San Francisco game tonight.
And that'll stop them from doing that.
Right.
We watched
one time you get a $20,000 fine.
They're not gonna do it.
Like if it's the same ref, like constantly calling a player something. One time $20,000.
That black
two
referee?
times $50,000. 3 times suspension for like 4 games. They should do it like that, and that'll make these refs call these games
I know.
more clear.
But the bottom line, my son and I sat there and watched the San Francisco Dallas game the night before we came. We watched the game. He and I both sat there and say, "Whoa, that was 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. They didn't even get it."
Well, I told you when that guy he pushed the guy in the back until the other guy. That's why Kittle got that touchdown. Man.
It's foul blocking. That was a foul block, and even Troy Aikman said it. Even Chris Carter will say you got to call that. Okay, the next time they done it, the guy was holding my guy, and that's that last play that Dallas broke that Dak broke that ball. He had the guy in the battle, and they still didn't call it. When the guy got the touchdown, his elbow was down in front of the line, but he leaned back and they gave him the touchdown. We both saw that.
And Wallace says, "Pops, you know that these games are not rigged."
Yes, I do know they are.
Yeah,
You
I think.
So in that case,
Wallace, do you really?
So in that case, when the Cowboys win, then it's rigged for y'all to win.
Look,
I never
Wallace,
heard
do you
Cowboys win
really? Wallace,
being
do you really believe that none of these games is rigged? Do you really believe that? In this?
I never heard a Cowboys win being rigged.
Yeah, I finna say if they win, then it's rigged for y'all to win. Then, so y'all really ain't winning.
The bottom line is this, guys. I hear all your chatter. I hear that, but see, I know Cowboys. When your team is depleted, you're not gonna play your best game. But guys, I'm gonna tell you something. All of you that think we're down, another 3 or 4 weeks, we're having to still have this talk again. Remember, I told you cannot count them Cowboys down. All right.
This reminds me. I'm gonna bring up this comment real quick because Wallace
And
said.
laugh at me if you wanna.
Because Wallace
But
said.
I know football now.
Wallace said, yes, you also told me that y'all running game was going to be the difference
And it will be.
against the 49ers, and y'all only got 56
Patrick,
yards rushing. Even with Zeke's 3-yard touchdown, y'all only had 56 yards rushing as a whole team. Is sad.
Well, Patrick, if it was 3-yard touchdown, that means for 56, somebody has to be running.
This is Wallace's comment.
I'm talking to you now. Wallace, if he got a 3-yard touchdown and it wasn't 3 yards. It was not 3, it was
about
5
3 or 4 yards.
No,
Yeah. Well,
it was
5. Okay, 5
No,
yards.
I'm getting him.
Okay.
No, Patrick.
5 yards.
You ain't the one that said this.
But you said you was talking
Man,
to me.
you
Did you
doing
not
too
say
much.
you were talking to me?
But all I'm saying is this: if he run a 3-yard,
Did he not say he was talking to me?
God, man. If he run a 3-yard touchdown, but it was 56, that means somebody was running.
But do you know what the average?
Man, we ain't doing that.
You know the average
Patrick,
rushing
you do
for a
too much,
team
man. God.
in any game
Okay.
is around 70 to 90 yards of rushing, maybe 100 on a really good night.
I'll say this.
Wallace said he believes the NFL. Yes, he believes it's not rigged.
Yeah, you're the only one then. Because the players came out, the retired players came out and said, and they guaranteed it is.
They even said it was.
They said it was.
So
Wallace, you supposed to be good on your stats and numbers, but you need to do some work.
And that
go back and call up NFL retired players and ask them, is game rigged? They'll tell you yes.
Well, in that case,
and they'll even tell you
yeah.
the specific game. Patrick, you know it. I don't know why you talking like that.
In that case, we might as well not even debate football. Might not even talk about
Man,
it
that's
because
stupid, man.
it's
That's
all
stupid.
rigged. So when the Steelers win, guess what? They rigged to win. When the Cowboys win, guess what?
That
They
ain't
rigged to
what we're
win.
saying. That
The
ain't
Cowboys
what we-
didn't really.
Patrick, that ain't what we saying.
The Cowboys didn't really go out and really beat a team. It was rigged. They were supposed to beat a team because that's the way it was fixed.
That's hate, man.
So if y'all beat the Cowboys this week, Travis, guess what? Atlanta Falcons. It was rigged for y'all to win.
Listen, I'm I'm well aware, and I'm just waiting for our time to get rigged for we win the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
I'm very aware.
That's all I ask you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I'm very aware
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not rigged when players that came out
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
retired and
Yeah.
said
Well, I
that
was-
played in the league.
And I was
said
telling
it was
Wallace he need to do his work.
rigged. And so if they said that, they talking about this on podcasts and everything. If they said this, I'm not gonna be naive enough and say, oh, well,
Yeah.
it's not rigged. I'm just gonna say, I know it's rigged, and I'm waiting for our turn when we get our Super Bowl, just like everybody else.
And guys,
what I'm doing.
did y'all see the kickoff? That first kickoff when the San Francisco kicked off to Dallas. When Turpin broke loose, the flag came in. Then they showed it. Chris Collinsworth stopped it, freeze framed it, and Chris and the other guy said, No,
And this
there was no flag.
And this-
Well, it was the San Francisco 49ers moved first.
And this is my
and they called it on Dallas. I'm trying to say it to tell them
Okay.
it was proved look at the beginning of the kickoff. Turpin would break loose and they'll throw a flag to keep it from getting.
Okay, we get it. Now let me say something for a second, man. Damn it. Now what I'm saying is this: if the game is rigged, which I think it is, like I said, we've all talked about this. We've been well on record talking about
on
this.
the record for that.
And
man.
I'm just like I say, all these other teams winning, that's rigged too, and I accept that. But I'm just waiting on my team, like I said, on our team, the ones that's Falcon fans. So it is what it is. But I'm still gonna enjoy the game because I love football.
Yeah, nobody gonna stop. We all know it's rigged. But they even know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. They even know who's gonna win the Super Bowl before it even started. They know.
But Wallace said Zeke had 10 carries for 34 yards and 1 TD.
I tell you what.
And Zach TV.
So you know that's
Go back and check. He had 56 yards. That's Zeke had 56.
And Zach TV.
Wallace don't know what he's talking about, man. They just
you know what that means. That's
Zach TV.
I've already did the study.
Hold on, guys.
I've already did the study.
Hold on, guys. Zach TV say, don't leave it up to the refs. You don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
Nobody leaves it up to the ref, or the ref.
So you know what that means. So
about what you said.
Pops, you said that Zeke was getting 5-6 yards per carry earlier.
Oh, go look at it.
10 carries for 34 yards. That's 3.4. That's 3.4 yards a carry. So Zeke is
No, he got more than 5 yards to carry.
No, it's 3.4 yards a carry.
I know that, but no, guys. I know what the average say, but guys, you've seen Zeke.
You gotta go against what happened. The stats.
Look. I seen the game, and Zeke was not running no 3 yards.
Yeah, you're making that up, bro.
Okay, I'm making it up.
No,
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Because this is factual. 10 carries for 34 yards. That's what it was.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Brandon.
I'll digress. I'll digress.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I saw 3 10 and 11 yard run.
Then that means he got stopped in the backfield somewhere. Then, several times.
He did not.
Well, then
he did not.
It's back to what we're talking about. It's
But
3.4 yards a carry.
The bottom line's like this here.
Yeah.
That's the math. Am I right?
Average.
I'm talking about what happened in that game.
Yeah, that's 3.4 carries.
And he did not get 3 yard carries. Those was 5 or better.
34 yards. That's how much he had total.
All right, okay.
If you split 34 yards by 10, that's 3.4 yards a carry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you can't dispute that. That's a fact.
Go look at the game and look at it yourself. Let the eye test.
Yeah, we looked at it.
No.
That's the point.
And not once.
You know
I see Zeke get stopped in the backfield.
You know these stats are recorded. You know what they do is record it and
not
document
once did I see him just get 3 yards.
You know what they do is record it and document it, right?
You know, the bottom line is this.
Wallace said the stats don't lie, bro.
I'm gonna digress. Y'all go ahead and talk all you want, but come Sunday.
Just like the 49ers, right? Come Sunday.
You can't help but to do that.
Don't do that. Don't say what I can't help. Don't do that.
But you doing it. You've been doing it.
It's my opinion like it is yours, bro.
It's okay,
No, but
cool.
you still gotta let him talk.
This is where the fire starts. This is what starts the fires with you Cowboy fans, because you would say all these things, but then it goes right back to watch and see Sunday. And then once even Travis, this is all. I'm going back to just last week's podcast.
No, it's the phone.
Travis said it too. After the 49er game, he was like, if it don't happen,
I don't hear it.
remember what you said.
All I'm telling y'all is
And
this.
then-
Let's just wait.
the distortion.
Yeah, let him finish, Pops. I think he finished. He's still talking.
Well, he was done. He stopped.
Go ahead, Brandon. Finish what you saying.
He did.
Well, Nate, you had asked the question earlier. What's the narrative for this game? Watch and see, right?
Pretty much.
Well, the narrative now is probably the narrative now.
I mean, I had plenty of. I've just been sitting here waiting patiently till y'all got through. I just wanted to specifically just talk about the Cowboys and the Falcons game.
That's me too.
Well, I mean, but you went straight left field, Pops.
No, I didn't go.
Yes, you did.
It was out there. I had to go to left field to rebuttal. It was already out there, bro. They took me out there.
Okay, but let me finish my comment though, real quick. Now, you see, I just went straight blank now.
You want to talk about the Cowboys and Falcons game, yeah?
Okay, I remember it. Okay, now you was roughly talking about the refs and the penalties. the Cowboys are the most penalized teams. This and that. But one thing that you vaguely don't bring up or pay attention to is when the Falcons play at home this year, we have been very much penalized at home. So when you speak on how the Cowboys are highly penalized, that doesn't mean jack squat to me when you playing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium against the Falcons. That's like equal opportunity right there when it comes to the way the refs treat us versus y'all. So there shouldn't be no complication or complaints about the referees towards the Cowboys in this game. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, let me rebuttal that. Bro, you said two things that I don't think you quite understood. You said, I shouldn't talk
because it's a fact.
But see, let me explain what you said.
See, but you're going to bring up last year.
Whatever I bring up, it's my time.
Okay.
Oh. Come on, bro. It's my time now. Come on, I didn't even interrupt you now. But see, here we go.
Okay, but Bob, there was no rebuttal, but I understand.
I didn't get a chance to say nothing. You stopped me.
Well, I mean,
you don't know what I was gonna say.
But I didn't send that to you. It wasn't no baton. We're not running no relay plan.
But we running a podcast though. We running a podcast. You say something, then we say something. That's how it goes, bro. Oh, you feeling me now? So all I'm telling you is still, I'm with you. So if you think you're gonna talk on that end, you're not gonna get no feedback on this end. You know better. Come on, fam. You know better. Now all I'm saying is this. I want to rebuttal what you said.
Okay.
You say, well, our penalties, what we get, and the penalties you get, basically you say you don't want to hear anything back on this. Even no, your penalty hurting your team don't hurt our team. Wait now, see, it's hard to not talk, ain't it? See, look at you. Stop, champ.
But Bob, you just misinterpreted what I just said.
No, let me finish. I'll bring it home. Okay. Pause. I'll bring it home. Okay. What I said is, you said when the penalty we be getting. And the penalty y'all be getting, he said that I shouldn't have anything to say because you don't want to hear that. Basically what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is, okay, let me put it the way I see it then, okay? If y'all get 5 penalties right now in that game, I'm going to be glad because it ain't hurting us, it's helping us. If we get 5 penalties, you're going to be glad because it's not hurting y'all. Just remember that when you say, when we get penalized, we the one don't like that because it's hurting us and it's helping y'all. So you got to think about when you say stuff. Penalties help games. A lot of people win games when, according to penalties, them gave a lot of people games. All I'm telling you, and you know I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not.
Without penalties, a lot of people that won games wouldn't have won them. Because every time you get 10, you get 5, you get 15, that's pulling you away from your point, your zone, where you're supposed to go to. So all I'm saying, especially if the penalty ends in making them kick it away. You got third and 20 something. Penalty did that.
Pops, I hate to interrupt you, but that's not what I was talking about.
I know. I said let me tell you what I see. I told you. I said I might not know what you said. I said let me tell you what I see. That's what I told you. And the bottom line is still no. It's about opinions here, bro.
I get it though, but everything you just said ain't got nothing to do with what I just got through saying.
Penalties got a lot to do with every game. I don't know if you even realize that or not. So when we play y'all,
he's saying he understand it, but that ain't what he's talking about.
I said,
so why do you keep repeating
that?
Can we let him?
I told you he already finished. It was my time to talk.
Okay.
And so y'all just want Pop to not say nothing. And that's what this is.
No, he should have a chance to clarify.
He did finish. I was trying to rebuttal.
But now that you
no, Patrick, don't even try that.
But man. Your rebuttal didn't have nothing to do with what.
But maybe it didn't. But I thought it did. And it's all about opinion. And laugh all you want. But the bottom line is still, when you give me your opinion, I accept that. I ain't got to agree with it. You should do me the same kind of courtesy. You ain't got to agree with it, but don't tell me that's got nothing to do with it. But I told you, let me say how I see it. That's the very thing I said to you. Then I not. But you know what? I digress. All I'm telling y'all is this.
How that went last week.
Yeah. All I'm telling you is this right here. Guys, go ahead and pitch. All I'm telling you, no matter what you say here today, because what you say, those numbers and those little stats in a lot of games don't mean nothing. I saw the Browns take part one of the better teams in the NFL last week. The Browns is the last, it's the worst of the last. But I saw the Browns take a pause by the better teams in the NFL last week.
That's a division game, Pops.
Don't do that. The Browns is one of the worst teams in the NFL. It ain't got.
That's
Okay.
facts.
See, y'all gonna take. Okay. Ain't no truth in what I just said. Okay.
No, I'm saying, but that happens in division
I don't
games.
care. They got the worstest team in the NFL.
Okay.
They shouldn't be taking that kind of team
All right,
down.
can I say something now?
Oh, man.
Can I
Pittsburgh
say
and
something?
Cleveland.
It's a
You
division,
saw it, Brandon. You saw it.
it's a division game, Pops. Is what I'm saying.
I don't care. It's a game.
I know, but can I say something, bro? Don't jump on every word I say. Let me say
I'm
something.
listening to every word.
Well, basically, what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I listen to every word myself.
Dad, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a division game. You know how these division games go. Sometimes you can lose to a division foe because you know each other so well. It's a division game. It's familiarity. You know each other. It happens in a division. You understand what I'm saying? Don't mean that the Cleveland is great or anything. It's just one of the things. It's a division game.
So you believe that? Division games are different.
Yes.
So all I'm saying to you, no, I'm gonna finish what I'm saying now. I gotta be up with him. So all I'm saying is just right here. So you guys
You don't have to rebuttal everything. You don't.
But this is one
don't.
case.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Cause I want to. Yes, you do. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I do.
Pops. Otherwise, we'll be on the same topic for what
Look,
40
look,
minutes. Like
look
we've been on
who's
this. We've been
talking
on the
over there.
same topic for how long, Travis?
Right.
It's
An
a
hour.
Defense rebuttal.
What I'm saying is this. All I was trying to say, and to make it simple, you guys say one thing and then you move the goalpost. Let me explain. Today he told me Washington gonna run all over y'all. I said that's the division game trap. No, it don't matter. They go. What's so different with us division game than that division game?
No, even
see, you gonna move the goalpost now.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear it.
All right, because the way Washington is playing, they're playing great football. Y'all are not. Y'all look terrible.
Y'all are not playing
But
with.
didn't you
Even though
just
it's
say,
a division game, but Dad, y'all are no match for them.
guys? You see the goalpost being moved?
According from what we see, we can only go by what we see, Dad. Even though y'all are a division game, y'all are playing terribly. They are playing great.
It doesn't matter. They playing them. They haven't played us yet. I know y'all see what I'm saying. They haven't played their division game.
I give you that.
I mean, that's fair. What you're saying.
I know, but see, y'all don't want to admit
But
what I'm
do
saying.
y'all really think
If
Dallas
y'all
is
wanna-
gonna beat Washington?
They've been beating them.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Pops. I get what you're saying.
That last game that Washington played, Washington should have got beat.
I'm gonna draw.
It was by sheer luck
Yeah.
that Hail Mary worked.
I'm gonna draw.
They supposed to got beat.
No, that's true.
Now
They're
that
supposed to
sounds
be
like a hanger right there, Pop.
Yeah, but
I'm just making a point. Did you see the game?
I did.
Yeah, but okay, but I have a
everything
point.
I say y'all picking it apart, but it's a fact.
I have a point, real quick. Ooh, you see that catch?
Well, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I have a point.
Thank you.
Let me give you an example. As well as the Baltimore Ravens have been the last 4 seasons. Check this out. Lamar Jackson has won an MVP, right? And he's been in the MVP running for what? The last 3 out of the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Right?
Last 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 3 out of the last 5. So last 4 years. So with that being said, as well as the Baltimore Ravens have been playing, guess what their record is against Pittsburgh Steelers the last 4 years? 1-7. And three of those 4 years we swept them. Okay? The one that so that 1 year they beat us, we didn't sweep them that year. But the difference between us beating the Ravens in a divisional game versus Dallas playing Washington's divisional game is the Pittsburgh Steelers were still playing pretty good ball. They still had a good defense. You know what I mean? We didn't have a quarterback, but we still were about middle of the pack. Whereas with Dallas, they are playing really bad right now versus a 6-2 Washington team. That's the difference. So even though it's a divisional game, it may not be as much in y'all's favor as some of the other examples we see. That's what we're trying to say. Because if you look at the eye test, you can look at Pittsburgh. We've always had managed to stay in games the last 3 or 4 years, despite the quarterback situation. Whereas with Dallas, y'all have the best regular season quarterback and still are playing poorly. That's the difference. So if the division game aspect may not be in y'all's favor as much as it is with these other examples. That's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying.
Great statement.
Quick statement.
Who is ZTV? I just want to know who ZTV is. Is it anybody we know?
He told us, but I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
Yo, got a quick statement, Pat. Can you
Yeah.
still use that regular season's label as on Dak Prescott?
Not this season. Like if you look at you could look at a track record of 7 seasons with Dak, and he's gonna be the cream of the crop, right? Season after season. But this is gonna bring that average down big time. Does that make sense? Yep. This is that one, like, you know how you say stick out like a sore thumb? This is that one season that's going for Dak. It's gonna hurt his regular season stat line and regular season, the way people see him as regular season. And the thing about it is, if this would have happened before the big contract, it wouldn't have been quite as bad. But
don't take over now.
I'm sorry,
he gonna do
but
it.
Jerry Jones,
He gonna do it. He does it all the
this
time.
might be the reason Jerry Jones held out on giving him the money, because as soon as he paid him that contract, he had one of probably the worst year he's had in 6 years, maybe 7. So go ahead, Nate.
But that's
or Ryan, whoever's next.
He gonna say go ahead because he know I'm gonna rebuttal what he said. I will rebuttal what he said. I don't know how y'all think this thing work. When you say something like that, I don't supposed to rebuttal what you said when you say all that wrong stuff.
Is it wrong?
Jerry Jones didn't give Dak Prescott that because he didn't want to. Jerry Jones know all along he's gonna get that contract to that guy.
But that's Rod Akers.
Yeah, Jerry Jones knew that. He knew who he was going to get. Jerry Jones do this every year. So don't sit there and act like he didn't want to give it, because Jerry already knew he was going to give it to him.
What's going on, Rod?
And the bottom line, and you guys know, if you know Jerry Jones, run it, y'all know Jerry Jones like to be the clown of the show. He knew what he was going to get them guys.
Respect
and everybody was saying, oh, they ain't going to be able to pay them both. A lot of y'all was saying that.
That's my opinion.
But the bottom line...
That's my opinion, Pops.
That was a valid opinion, Pops.
Yeah. And Wallace, we've said this too. Wallace says just because y'all have beaten Washington in the past don't mean y'all gonna beat them this year. And I've been saying
well,
this.
Wallace, let me tell you this.
And Dad always says when we talking, don't use the past, but he used the past when he talked about their playoff wins and everything else. I mean,
since we're talking about the past,
having 12 season wins. 12 wins in the season.
Guys, you can say what you want. I don't care how many people come and say, but I'm gonna tell you again. Dak is the best quarterback in our division. I know a Redskin doing.
I'm just saying that's.
Wait a minute, wait. You gonna cut me off?
Nah, I gotta say a little bit. Dad, I ain't had a chance to really say nothing tonight. I gotta say something.
You done your part.
Now, what I'm saying is this. You talking about moving the goalposts. That's moving the goalposts. When you tell us we can't talk about the past, but you can. That's moving the goalposts.
According to Pops Trav, you done for the night.
No, I'm not.
You done your part.
And now I'm fixing to start cutting everybody off because I'm not getting a chance to say a word. Now y'all gonna feel how I feel.
It's a round table. You gotta jump in.
I know. I'm jumping in right now. So, like I was saying, Pops moves the goalposts and talking about, and then got the nerve to talk about us moving the goalposts.
Wow.
Bro, you didn't pick the goalpost up, levitated like Magneto, and threw it out of the stadium.
Not Magneto.
Boy, like who was that? They beat Bama. They carried that goalpost all the way to the river.
Bro, that's Pops. Talking about moving the goalposts, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Are you done?
I'm done now. Go ahead.
Guys, I hope y'all have fun laughing, because I got a feeling I'm gonna laugh last.
We're done with you, Travis.
And I'm gonna say this right here. I try to tell y'all.
Say something, bro. Damn.
It's just like San Francisco.
Part of the show too, right?
We're done with you.
Golly. Just saying, bro.
Dang.
And poor guest ain't really got a chance to say much of shit.
Oh, man.
Until I'm gonna say this, and this gonna make sense.
My man said we're done with you.
Until Washington beat Dallas, Dak still rules that division. You can talk right now, y'all opinion, or they gonna get beat. They gonna get beat because half of what your feelings are is they saying that. But I'm telling you again, sometimes people just have certain people numbers.
Well, you hang on that to about 4 more weeks, and then you can't say that no more. How about that?
I'm gonna say that.
Go ahead, Ron.
So, Pops, you tell me in y'all division, y'all beat everybody twice in y'all division.
Majority of the time, except the Eagles, and we have done it before, but except the Eagles, but the rest of them, we clean slate with them every year, every season.
Hey, TV.
Yeah.
Pops don't agree. He said at this moment, Jaden Daniels is the best in the East, coming from the Philly Coming from a Philly fan, he said at this moment, Jaden Daniels from Washington is the best in the East, and that's coming from a Phillies fan. That's what Zai said.
He is.
Which is right.
Philly gonna say that because they don't like Dak Prescott. Because Dak Prescott's been getting on that tail. I'm just gonna be straight with you. I expect Philly people to say that.
Let me ask you a question.
What they gonna say? Dak
Pops, let me ask you a question.
No, he said he's a Philly fan.
I don't care what he said.
But Dad, you gotta let me say what
I said I don't care what he said.
I know, but listen.
But I heard you first.
Listen. No, he's not a Philly fan.
You said a Philly fan.
I mean, well, he's a Philly.
Okay.
You're confusing me because you're talking to me. I'm trying to.
But I heard you. You ain't got to repeat it.
Pops, listen what I'm saying. Listen to me.
He ain't got to repeat
Just
it.
hear me out.
Oh my goodness.
He's saying that Jaden Daniels is the best in the East, even though he's a Philly fan. But he's giving another quarterback.
How long has Daniels been playing?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm gonna make something.
He's a rookie. This is first year.
Let me ask you a question.
So you gonna tell me a rookie is better than Dak Prescott? All the stats and all the
Yes.
What are we talking
But
about?
have you played Dak Prescott yet?
Can somebody?
Have he played?
No.
Wait a minute.
Can somebody?
Have he played Dak yet?
Can y'all please?
I'm just. Would you stop a while?
Can y'all
I said,
please?
no, he hasn't. I said,
Can y'all?
That's fine. What y'all doing?
Can
I
y'all?
said, no, he hasn't. That's what you
He
said.
hasn't played him yet, but you use Dak's stats when he hadn't played certain quarterbacks, so we can do it.
Dak
So
playing
this is
our
what-
division.
But this is what I'm saying. You use Dak's stats against division players and other quarterbacks when y'all hadn't played them.
You said Kirk Cousins. He got Kirk Cousins number. He ain't
Exactly.
Played,
That's
he ain't
rookie.
He ain't even in y'all
He
division.
ain't played Kirk.
So with that being said, this is the point I'm getting
The
to.
rookie
So,
still got a ways to
if
go.
you can do it, I can do it.
The
So with that
rookie
being
still
said,
got a ways to go.
I
You
want-
can't
I
sit
want
and
somebody
say
in
that
the-
rookie is better
it
than Dak
doesn't matter.
Prescott. That's immoral to even say some
at
stuff.
this
That's
point,
blasphemy.
at this point,
Round one.
At this point, if you look at what Jaden Daniels has done for the season, for the regular season versus what Dak, he has outplayed Dak in every statistical
But
category.
all the quarterbacks are.
And importantly, he's outplayed him in the record because they're 6-2. Y'all are what, 4-5, or whatever. 3-4.
That's you, Dad.
So with that being said,
Whatever.
with that being said, I want somebody in the comment section to look up this and compare
I was
stats.
making fun of everybody talking over each other. Might as well.
Brandon, somebody between Jaden Daniels.
He takes the show.
And-
Can't get nothing in, man.
I can't.
No,
you
y'all-
can't get nothing in.
Don't say y'all. That's Patrick.
Y'all
dude.
both are long-winded.
Listen.
Let's say
Yeah,
that.
you gonna set that.
Y'all both been talking a
Yeah,
lot
but
tonight,
Pops
so
has
that's
been-
why I'm jumping in.
Pops has been the most long-winded last 2 or 3
Really?
weeks. Yes.
Patrick, you took the whole show, bro.
Tonight it's been Pops for sure.
Yeah, it's been the Pops the last 2 or 3 weeks. With that being said, somebody look up the
All right.
stat
And a little
comparison
bit of you too, though.
through 9 games between Jaden Daniels and Dak Prescott. And I bet you Jaden Daniels is going to be better this year as a rookie.
He is better.
And with that being said, it doesn't matter whether he's a rookie or not. It matters is what is reality. Reality is Jaden Daniels is playing better than Dak Prescott. Period.
Patrick, can I say just 1-2 words? Can I say?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Not once did I say he's not playing better. I said, but he's not better.
If he's playing better right now, he's what?
Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
That doesn't make any sense.
No. What he's saying? I'm on speak for you.
Right now, Jake Daniels is playing better than Aaron Rodgers. But is he better than Aaron Rodgers?
Right now he is, yes.
You crazy, man.
What he's saying is,
You crazy, man.
even though Jaden Daniels is playing better than Dak at this moment, he's not better than Dak overall. Is that what you're saying?
I ain't got to say no words in it. You know what I'm saying.
I'm asking. It's a question.
At this point, listen.
Overall.
Janet Jackson said this best. What
Man,
have
stop
you
all
done
that.
for me
Don't
lately?
say, man, please.
So with that being said, at this point in time, at this juncture in the season, Jaden Daniels is better
guys,
overall.
Guys,
You like to use stats.
what I'm going to do is...
So with that being said,
When
you
it
look
fits-
at every
when it
statistic.
fits his narrative.
Yeah, when it fits the narrative. So every statistical category and what their team has done, how they've won their games, their record, all across the board, Jaden Daniels is a better overall quarterback right now.
Come on, bro.
That could change.
Right now, all I'm going to say to y'all is this. You guys can blow your horns, you can out-talk me and out-loud talk me, but the fact remains, if you ask anybody in the NFL, pro player, is that guy better than Dak Prescott, they're going to say no. You can talk all you want because y'all got a lot of hate in you, but the bottom line is you don't take a rookie and say he's better than this guy that, you know what? Dak was runner up to
The hate.
MVP. Let's see is he gonna be runner up to
It
MVP.
is-
Let's just see what happens.
I can give you. Let me give you a couple examples. There are examples of rookies being better. Dak was a better rookie than quarterbacks his rookie year. Am I right, Travis? Ben Roethlisberger was a better rookie than quarterbacks this year.
Patrick.
When he played. Russell Wilson was a better rookie.
Ain't nobody gonna agree.
Hold
with
on
you.
for a second.
Ain't no.
Yes, it is.
no.
Yes,
I'm making
Ain't
a,
nobody gonna agree with you that
So-
that boy's
so-
better than
so
Dak
this is what
Prescott.
was-
He's playing.
you are
now.
dismissing my point.
Yeah, I do.
I'm making
Yeah, I
valid.
do.
Every time I make a valid point, you dismiss
You
it
don't
like
have a
I'm.
valid point. You talking crazy.
Well, see, that's the problem right there. That's the problem.
Anybody that
So
knows
no,
football ain't gonna say
that's
what
the
you just
problem,
said.
pops. You can't dismiss everything somebody says just because you don't like it or you don't agree with it.
It's called opinion.
But it is a valid point, and consensus matters. And if everybody else on this panel and everybody in the comment section is saying, yeah, he does have a valid point, you're the only one saying no, guess what? You're probably wrong. And that being said, with that being said, Dak Prescott, your quarterback himself,
I'm not talking.
As a rookie, was better than the top quarterbacks in the league before.
Y'all going toe to toe tonight.
The year before that, am I right, Travis? Ben Roethlisberger, as a rookie, was better than the top quarterbacks in the league. I'm using examples. Russell Wilson, his rookie year, was a better quarterback than the top quarterback. Than the other. I'm using your quarterback too, and other quarterbacks. You don't listen long enough to take in what somebody's saying.
Let's not get personal, okay?
But you're not listening.
No, we ain't got to do that, Patrick, okay?
I use Dak Prescott. I use Ben Roethlisberger. I use Russell Wilson. It's not just about Ben Roethlisberger. Those are three different examples of rookie quarterbacks that came in and played and outplayed the other top veterans in the league that year. So if Dak and Prescott can do it, then so can Jaden Daniels. And Jaden Daniels is doing it right now.
You said that. Don't start saying I said that.
No, you said, ain't no way you can say a rookie is better than... You said this words, Pops. You said them.
But
there's no way that as a rookie
that
Jaden Daniels can be better than Dak Prescott. He can because Dak Prescott was in that same position. So was Russell, so was Ben.
I'll always take this and throw this up in the air.
Period.
Not once have any time in the NFL have any player, any professional player, anybody ever said when a rookie playing good like that, because there's been a few, but ain't nobody gonna say that rookie better than the guy that's got the status, that's been established. You don't do that.
I just gave you three.
Disrespect.
I just gave you three. I just gave you three examples. And one of them was Dak Prescott.
Because you out talk me and talk doesn't mean your point is out.
I'm just rebutting what you said because we rebut, right? That's what you said. So with that being said, I just gave you three examples, including Dak Prescott as a rookie.
I ain't never heard anybody, not even people that hate Cowboys. I ain't never heard someone say a rookie is better than somebody that's already established.
I just gave you three examples.
I ain't never heard that in my life. And you guys agree with that? You're not on your point like you're supposed to.
I just gave you three examples. We debated that whole season.
We ain't debating nothing.
Which rookie year was better between Ben's and Dak's? I remember that year like it was yesterday.
He's out playing Dak right now, but all the quarterbacks are. See, I can go there and say that. But to say this kid is better than Dak Prescott and Dak been in the league, how long he been in the league? That's crazy, guys.
It's possible. I gave you three examples. You just don't want to accept it.
Wallace just put the stats up. It says Dak has 1,845 yards for 10 TDs, 8 interceptions. Daniels has 1,736 yards, 7 TDs, 2 interceptions in 9 games.
Well, good. Dak's got more touchdowns.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
But they're pretty close.
All I'm telling y'all is
when you say they're pretty close.
See, I already know what I'm talking about. You guys can go out on the limb because a lot of you talking from hate.
It's not hate.
But you got to understand, though, at least reason Daniels, I'm just saying that, reason Daniels got a little bit more less yards because they have a running game in Washington.
Yes.
Dallas don't have a running game, so they got to pass more, which is going to pad the stats, which is going to be more passing yards.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
That's true, too. That makes sense. Ron, you was going to say something. Sorry, brother. You had to wait so long. Go ahead.
I mean, is that fair?
I was going to say, man, look at the year C.J. Stroud. Look at the years C.J. Stroud had last year.
That's my point.
Playing better than a lot of quarterbacks.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
But at the end, what did they say?
Well, they made it further than y'all, first of all.
They just lost to
It ain't about that, Patrick.
Was the Ravens?
Jesus,
yeah, they lost to the Ravens.
Yeah. So he led he led his team further than Dak led his team.
That ain't the point of what
it is. The point. The point is to win a Lombardi. That's the point.
No, the point I'm trying to make is he had a better year than a lot of quarterbacks that been in the NFL for a long time. So you can't take that away from him, Pop.
Pop didn't do it at all.
You did with what you said, Pop.
I said that just because a rookie have a good year, you can't take that rookie and validate he's better than somebody that's stacked. You can't do it.
We just said we just talked about
There's going to be people see this podcast, they're going to say, Pop's right. No. I know you guys is running away.
There's going to be people that see this podcast.
Interrupt everything I say.
Because you're wrong.
If I'm wrong, let me be wrong, but show some respect and let me finish.
All right, Zod TV says, which is right, he says, we talking about this season. You talking career. Just like you saying Dak is a better quarterback than Mahomes. That's crazy.
What's crazy is when I said what I said, I was trying to prove
That's
the
factual. That's facts.
What I was saying is that this rookie is playing good, but he's not better than Dak Prescott. That's what I said. And you can take it and run it where you want, but I guarantee you, if you take this thing to professionals, they're gonna say I'm right.
This year he's playing better though.
I said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing better.
The argument wasn't that he ain't playing. Most of all the quarterbacks playing better than Dak right now.
Dak might have a little bit more passing
They're
yards.
not even listening.
No, Dad, I'm listening. I'm just saying. This is my team. Dak might have a little bit more passing yards, but Jaden has almost the same thing, but they're winning with it. So that makes them better because they're winning with theirs. Y'all are losing, bro.
Because that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it translates out to.
The bottom line is, I know what the status. I know how many we lose, and I know how many we win. But I'll say it again, and I'll stand on business. You guys are talking about how good this guy. He ain't even played the Cowboys. He ain't even played Dak yet. And I'm telling you, you're assuming, you're hoping, and you're living in a fantasy world because you guys said when divisional games play, guys, it can go either way. I don't care how. Look at the Pittsburgh and the Cleveland Browns. Don't sit there and tell me because it's a division. That's why. No, they got up to play the Steelers that night. They got up to play them. You can sell the division. If that thing means a lot, the division means a lot there. It means a lot when they play Cowboys. You can't move the goalpost. I don't care how good a team is. You cannot move this goalpost, people.
All right, I'm finna push.
What's the next topic? What's next topic?
Yeah,
what's next topic?
This is ridiculous. All right. This game is going on as we speak, but wide receiver Stephon Diggs is out for the season with a torn ACL for the Texans. Will this hurt the team, or will they overcome?
Can I go first?
Yes. Yeah.
It has hurt the team, as you can see, because they should be. I hate to say it, but the Jets, because Aaron Rodgers is not looking as good. The Texans, not necessarily should be blowing the Jets out of the water, but they should be handling the Jets pretty good. Their offense is more explosive. They got more down the field plays with Stephon Diggs.
Defense, though.
Huh?
Jets got
I know, but still though, you can tell the difference with Stephon being out. So that's why this game is as close as it is, in my opinion. Stephon is that key factor for that. So the question is
it gonna hurt them?
Is it gonna hurt them?
Or can they overcome this?
I think they can overcome it, but it's gonna be a challenge. That's what I'm saying, because Jets do have a good defense. Everybody's sleeping on the Jets because of their record, but they've lost close games, and like I said, they are not.
How can you say that? What you just been saying?
Well, like I said, I think the Texans, I think they'll be okay because they got a lot of depth at receiver too.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Xavier Hutchinson, they got John Mechie, and they got Joe Mixon coming out the backfield at running back. I like what they got, and yeah, like I say, it's gonna be a little struggle, but I think they can overcome it because they was doing just as good without him last year. So I think they'll be fine. Myself personally. Pops, what you think?
I'm gonna come in, son.
No comment. All right, Nate, what you think on this?
Y'all pretty much explained everything. It may hurt, but they're a good enough team to benefit from the loss. They got enough weapons to go around. C.J. Stroud, he is a well-equipped quarterback to continue what they do, and got a strong defense. What they lost, I don't know if they lost. I noticed Will Anderson got hurt earlier, but for the most part, they should be okay. They should be okay.
Okay, Ron, what you think about this?
C.J. Stroud should overcome this, so I think that would be okay.
Okay, Brandon, how you feel about this topic?
So they'll be good, even though Diggums, Maryland Terp, down for the year, but it'll be all right.
So you had to throw that in at a Maryland Terp.
Throw it in even though he got that whatever crap looming over his head, so to speak. I don't know y'all heard about that or not.
I don't know what's going on with him with that situation. What ended about rephrase my memory again on that?
Where his homeboy accusing him of trying to take advantage of him and say his brother. Supposedly his brother, somebody tried to punk him in the elevator, told him better not say nothing to something. I don't know.
Yeah. A dude tried to come on to him basically. I don't know about the situation, but we gonna move on, man.
Who is this again?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs supposedly tried to pull a Diddy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so he tried to come up on somebody. Yeah.
You tried to what?
He tried to.
That ain't real, y'all.
But we don't know.
I do know that.
He tried to what now?
Sometimes you got to read.
I just want to hear.
Read into
He
things.
tried to supposedly.
That ain't. Real,
I guess.
that ain't real.
And that was like it's supposed to be his
we on
homeboy.
YouTube, so I
Like,
gotta say
Y'all don't. You shouldn't believe everything.
Sexual assault, harass
I
somebody.
ain't saying I
Say that on
believe it,
YouTube.
but
Oh,
Oh,
harass
a lot of
somebody.
this stuff that's been
I
coming
know
across
better.
the
Come on
table,
to
man,
somebody
that
in
ain't
the
been.
microwave.
Okay.
I mean, in the.
That kid, I know that. I see that kid, and
Yeah,
I
but
kind of got
pops,
it.
pops,
Yeah.
we.
In certain words,
Yeah,
you can't say.
we don't know them personally. Like, there's so many things that come out about people
But,
that
but
we.
what we got to do is look at a person's
But we don't
character,
know
and
them.
we got to kind of size up the person and say, no.
But isn't until
It's all about what we choose to believe.
But we don't know them personally, so you can't say
No, but it's still about what we
if
choose to believe.
somebody
That's
comes,
true.
God, man.
but I say, but if somebody comes out,
But the bottom line, we
and,
don't know.
and gives
We
a
don't know.
statement and
But
says,
it's about what our opinion still.
if somebody comes out and gives a statement and says this is what happened, and I'm telling the truth about this is what happened, until that's proved otherwise, you gonna discredit what they said?
Yeah, you know the reason I'm going to discredit. Because when people get mad or they got an arc against you, they'll say and do anything.
That's true.
So you got to take
It
that.
can, but-
don't do it, Pat. You can't.
I can.
You can't
because
dress that down.
We're just having a conversation, pops. That's all we're doing. So are we gonna say that about everybody?
That's true too, though.
Yeah, but are we gonna say that about everybody that said something about
We ain't talking
somebody?
about everybody. We're talking about this situation.
But my
right
point
here.
is, it's all speculation at this point. We don't know.
That's what I want you to remember.
But we can't say yes. He definitely did it. But we also can't say no,
Y'all
he
pretty
didn't.
much saying it.
But at the same time, we can't say no, he didn't do that.
I'm just saying that situation is crazy to me. I don't know what happened, so I can't really speak on it. So that's all.
I'll tell you why I say it ain't. Those boys, I done seen them with their family. And they good Christian people. I just don't believe it, guys.
There's a lot of-
wait a minute now. It's about what we choose to believe, guys. And if you choose to believe that happened, go. It's your will. But I choose to say no, I don't believe that. Because I'm looking at the family, and I see how Trayvon and what's called Mill. Nah.
There's a lot of people that have families that live double
No,
lives.
but it's still about what
there's
I
a
choose
lot
to believe.
Oh, now it makes sense because
There's a lot of people that have Batman lives.
It's about
Trayvon
what you
Diggs,
choose to believe.
Because Trayvon
Don't
Diggs
do
was
that. That is
Dallas.
what I'm-
Oh, now it makes sense. Now it makes
You're gonna take it out there.
That's
they
why
gonna
you
go
going so
crazy.
hard for it. I was wondering.
Guys,
what's going on?
Stephon, if you want to come back down to it, I think he got a little more knowledge than his brother is. This kid is a stand-up kid, and I'm just saying, look, I'm at the age where I can look at a lot of people and I can pretty much, and you guys know this and not want to admit it. I'm pretty good on judging character, guy. I've always been.
Well, Dad, to be fair now, you just said
I'm being fair.
Okay, you just said
It's
that.
all
now.
about what we think and
Okay,
feel.
now let me talk. You said that. Now to
you
be
go
fair,
again.
he had some issues with the Bills. That's why he got traded now.
But it wasn't it wasn't gay stuff.
saying.
It wasn't gay stuff.
Go ahead, Bray.
No,
Go
his
ahead.
character. His character. You just said judge a character.
But we talking about intimacy here, though. That's what I'm talking about. No,
You said it though.
we're talking about what they said that happened in the elevator, right?
But Pop, listen what you saying.
I know what, guys. I know what I said.
Let Nate finish what he's saying.
Will you please?
Go ahead, Nate.
Based off of what Travis just told you.
God, man.
He got released by Buffalo. It doesn't. How you know if it wasn't his sexuality?
Well, let me say
We
this.
don't know. We don't know.
We do know.
No,
Let me
you
tell you
don't.
what.
No, you
According to
don't.
what he
You
said.
don't know.
According to what he said.
Oh, you gonna go by
He
he
just
said?
he. The boy, man,
He ain't gonna come out and say,
himself.
you know what, I did this. He ain't gonna come out and say that.
He's
Like, what sense does that make?
Stephon Diggs been asking to get away from them for a long time, guys. We all know that. He was trying to get in. He was trying to get in the Cowboys for a while.
One thing we know
Okay,
for
okay.
no, Dad. I'm listening to what you're saying. I hear you, but what I'm saying, one thing we know for a fact is that he had character issues in Buffalo. That's why he got traded.
That's what
And
they
you
say.
just said
That's
that
what
you
they
know
say.
a man's character, and his character said he had issues.
No, his character that I saw ain't showing no trace of that. The character I saw ain't showing no trace of that. I ain't seen him like that.
But you don't know.
No, I'm not talking about with that. I'm just saying he had character issues.
But guys, here go the bottom line. Let me make it clear. No matter what, we all got opinions, we all got judgment, and we all gonna say what we think about a person. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
Because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm wrong or
And-
right.
and
It
that's
means
fine.
to me, this is
that's
what I
fine.
see.
And
And there are people that can judge people's character better than others.
It's fine. It's okay.
I'm just talking about his character. That's one thing that's a fact.
I don't believe
that he
that,
had
man.
issues with. And you say you're a good judge of character. Well, you should know his character was the reason why he got traded out of Buffalo.
He
But
said
would
he
you-
wanted out of there.
Whether you believe it or not,
They say he got into it with Josh Allen though. That
Yeah.
was the thing.
You know why he got it?
And the thing about it is, it doesn't matter.
Why he say he had a problem with it?
Well, they said he had character issues, bro.
and that's what the team said.
But
Like they said about Terrell Owens and all them, right?
Yeah, well, we
He had
we
this
seen
played
that though,
character.
Pops.
He had this played character like situation. Even with Maryland, like I said, he played with the college that I like he
Let's bring the team, Maryland.
I don't care what team. I'm talking the guy, the character.
He played with Maryland.
It don't matter because that's your team. It don't mean you still know.
You say that with everything that somebody say. It don't matter what
Why
you
you
say.
gotta be so personal,
But
dude?
because you discredit.
He's not being personal.
It's my opinion, dude.
You discredit and shoot down.
No,
and
Brandon, I was just disagreeing. It wasn't shooting you down, bro.
You attack and
Listen,
target
Patrick,
everything that somebody says.
A lot of things, the way we word things, make people think that you disrespecting. I wasn't shooting you down. I was disagreeing with, bro. That's all that was. It wasn't me shooting you down. Because it's important what words and how we say our words. I was disagreeing. That's all it was. Wasn't no shoot down in it. You gotta be careful how you say things, Patrick.
I think we all do, Pops.
Okay,
I said you. I'm always careful.
Okay, guys, moving on to the next. We're just gonna move on to the next topic. How do you guys feel about Trayvon Diggs insulting a Dallas Cowboys reporter after
That ain't a Dallas Cowboys
him
reporter.
asking him questions about the game? Was it a professional or was it justified? I
So,
started
well,
with
He was not a Dallas Cowboys
watch the footage
reporter.
first.
See, that's the other thing. You before it wrong.
Let's watch the footage
Brad said
first,
he has
guys.
the footage. So
Now, I
Look,
will
I sent
say,
it to him.
I will say
You
this,
ain't got to build it
I
up.
didn't
Let
know
him see
I
it.
didn't know you had the footage.
Pops.
Y'all didn't tell me. So I didn't know.
I will. Let's show. We're gonna show some footage first, now, guys. Here, this is
Don't you think you would have told me that?
I said it in the
I
car.
didn't know you had
I
that.
told you that's
I
something.
thought you were talking about something else.
No. Yeah, he had a conversation with a reporter. Off the field. Yeah, I think in the tunnel going into the locker room after the game. But I will say that
Started on the field.
Well, let's see the video.
Okay.
And then we'll comment on it. That's
But
all
I told him to play it first.
But I will say,
I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? That'll make more sense.
Don't try to give them an
Context.
opinion where they can be boastful. Listen,
I
let them
do
see
say,
it.
I will say that.
Let them see it first if they haven't seen it already, which they probably have, and then we can.
He's trying to swing y'all.
No, what I'm
y'all-
saying is I was going to commend Trayvon because at the end of it he apologized to the reporter.
But let them see it first.
If you let me finish what I'm saying,
Let them see it.
why are you still talking? When I'm
You ain't got to explain it to them.
I don't care what I gotta do. Let me finish.
That's personal.
No, but let me. You still doing it.
There you
Let me
go.
finish. Just let me finish.
Why are you talking like that?
It don't make no sense, though. It don't make no
I don't know why he does that. Where he
Because
just
these are grown men. and
let
women.
me finish.
You know
this
your
is
pops, man. You know
this
why.
is me,
You
pops.
know
Let
why,
me
bro.
I'm wrong with what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying he knows. He should know you by now.
let me finish. That's what he said. Anyway, now all I was gonna say is I gotta commend Trayvon because he came back at the end of it.
Jets trying to make an upset.
I wanted them to see it. I don't want you to
And
spoil it.
it doesn't matter,
It's,
pops.
it's 20-10 Jets over the Texans.
And he apologized. So when you see the beginning of this video,
I sent you 2 tapes.
yes, pops.
We need to
All right,
get to the
let's
video,
go.
bro. We gotta know
Here it
how to
is.
move
Here it is,
stuff
guys.
along.
That's what I keep
Now that
telling
whole
them.
play, that's what you took from that. You don't know football. You can't do nothing that I do. You can't go out there and do nothing. Stay in your lane, buddy. Stop playing me, bro.
Just asking a question, Trayvon. I mean, I'm happy to have you answer the question.
Out of that whole play, that's what you took from that. That's what you got from that whole play. That's what you got from that.
I'm asking. We can talk about it more. What were you doing?
Talk about these nuts.
Talk about these.
Station 2, right?
Flavor you want? I got ranch. I got banana pudding.
I'll go ranch. I'm not a banana guy. Which one's you?
I go with these.
Huh?
Banana pudding.
Do you see,
You see, he got the can of these nuts.
Station 2, right?
Flavor you want? I got ranch.
Now this is the part I really like right here,
At
guys.
least he made up for it. That's cool.
You know, so.
It wasn't no big deal at first.
All right. Thank you, Trayvon. Yeah.
This is my first time seeing this video,
It
man.
ain't my first time. I sent it to him.
Should have sent it to me.
I ain't sent it to you.
I saw some of these were sent to Station 2,
All right,
right?
listen, guys, listen.
Flavor you want? I got ranch. I got banana pudding.
I'll go ranch.
I got Captain
I'm not a
Apple,
banana
you know?
guy.
All right, here you go.
Which one's you?
I go with these.
Yeah?
Banana.
No, I didn't
Do you
send
see
it
a
to
fan
him.
section?
Listen, guys, listen. Listen. This is the good part.
Good.
My bad, man. If I misread the play, I appreciate you apologizing. I'm sorry, too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Good.
That's cool. I'm
All right.
Other than he misread the play. He said he told Diggs, he thought Diggs told him, and Diggs said that's not my side over there. That's where it came on. That's why Diggs was upset.
It takes a big man to apologize. So
It
I'm
does.
with it. I'm with
But
you.
he told Diggs to apologize, and Diggs, he apologized.
Yeah,
but he was accusing Diggs for that touchdown on the other side of the field.
My only critique of it all
There you go.
is here I go. That's right, because I can critique something because that's what we do. We're analysts. We commentate. With that being said, my only critique is when professional athletes who are talking with reporters have the nerve to say, you don't get out there, you can't do what I do, you don't get out there and do what I do. Well, duh. They not athletes. They can't get out there and do what you do. But you can't get out there and do what they do on the microphone and report and commentate either.
Yeah, you can.
That's their job.
Yeah, you can.
That's their job. It's just like I can just about guarantee that just because that reporter can't do what he does on the field at that level, he's not going to be able to be a commentator and report on that level. So with that being said, the audacity of some athletes to say, you can't do what I do. Well, no, they can't do what you do. Otherwise, they'd be out there playing. But they do their job and they commentate. So when you put yourself out there in the public eye, in a professional league, in front of everybody, and people are paying their money to help pay your salary and to see you out there, you can't go off on them. Well, you can, but it's. I don't think it's appropriate to go off on them when they critique you, especially in the reporter position, because he's a commentator and that's his job.
Well, I'll say this.
That's just my opinion.
Okay, well, I'll say this. This is basically now that I've seen that a non-story because they both apologized.
Yes, I agree too.
There's nothing to even talk about now because they apologized. Now, if they would have left it like it was, then it would have been an issue. But I'm finna say, Ron, contact C-Dub as first time you can, whenever you can, and let him know that the washed Aaron Rodgers looked like they're finna beat the Texans. Just wanted to say that. Like, go ahead.
The bottom line, this is what I was trying to tell everybody.
Because he's definitely not washed.
The guy, what Diggs was saying, that was my side over there. Talk about what you know. Don't be commentating on something that you don't know about. I'm out here. He said, after all that, that's all you got from this play. That's what he told him. Then he said, well, you know what? I apologize. I misread the play. He said, it's okay, man. It's all good. But when people, sometimes people will say something to you, and they'll rag you, they'll run it. But see, any and everybody, if you done lost something and somebody riding you, I don't care who you think you is. I don't care what you might say. If they ride you or not, guess what's going to happen? Human nature. You know what that means? You're going to say something. And I told y'all it wasn't no big deal. This ain't nothing to talk about. And I told you what.
I just can't make it.
Them Dig boys, they are good people. I keep telling y'all that.
The boss is really riding me. That's what it sounded like when he said that, right? All right, guys. Do y'all have anything y'all want to say on this?
That's classic too.
I just can't make it. The boss is
that your
really riding me?
Gun on your hip? Or are you excited to see me?
Come on, Texan. What's wrong with
But do you guys got anything to say about this before we move on, or y'all think it's a non-issue?
It's a non-issue now. I just sometimes athletes say stuff like that to reporters and don't squash the beef.
I think reporters asking players right as they walking through the tunnel for loss, you know it's gonna be heated.
Yeah, that does too. Yeah,
before you talk to them,
but that's in their contract.
No. But you really though, you supposed to let them go to the locker room, get themselves together, and then they send the reporters in. That's how that works.
Well, that's true.
Not them coming out walking down the aisle.
That's true. That's true. I get you on that one.
I would have told him go ask Jerry.
Do y'all know?
You can't talk about Jerry now. You can't talk about Jerry Jones.
That's all good. Do y'all know what the Jets record is?
Yeah, Jets is 2-3 and
2. It's finna be 2-6.
No, they finna be
2-7.
3-7.
And they had counted the Jets out. Everybody had, and they ain't won but 2 games. Now they done won 3.
That's pass interference.
This is why you can't count people out. You never know.
That's the washed Aaron Rodgers. Remember?
I didn't say you washed.
No, I'm saying this.
No, don't do that. You know what I said.
I'm not saying you gotta listen, man.
But you looked at me and said that's the wash. No,
I'm being sorry. It's called sarcasm, dog.
I know he ain't washed.
Oh man.
I'm talking about
only one guy.
When he was on here
but say that to him. Don't say it to me.
Forget it. You don't even get the joke.
I get the joke.
Anyway, moving on. Being that Derrick Henry only got 77 yards against the Cleveland defense, was Jerry Jones justified by not signing him in the offseason after averaging 150 yards per game coming into this game?
Can I say something?
Thoughts?
Let me answer that first. Excuse my language, but hell no. Hell no, we ain't justified.
I agree.
I agree too.
Spend $8 million on one head. Nope.
I agree.
Imagine what the Cowboys may have looked like.
He's saying they didn't have a cap at the time, but they had over $8 million.
Because if they could run the ball, even when Dak is playing poorly or all the injuries are mounted up, and the defense ain't necessarily playing like they want to. And if they could run the ball, though, like you said earlier, Brandon, that the time of possession keeps their defense off the field, gives Dak a better chance of closing out these games, and their record, they might be a totally different place they'd be at right now. That's just me now. Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, I was going to say, did y'all see? I had seen Chris Candy. With y'all know Chris Candy. Who Chris Candy used to play for when he was in the league?
Cowboys and the Giants, I think.
That Chris Candy, he broke the math down. See, I remember once saying that Jerry Jones and his shenanigans with waiting with these contracts and the market going up was going to cost him. That's the reason why he couldn't afford Derrick Henry. $8 million. He said he could have saved about $20 million if he would have signed them guys before when he did. $20 million, y'all, and we talking about $8 million for Derrick Henry. What is we doing? What are we doing?
Jerry thought that by him going out, I hate to interrupt you, Brandon, but I don't know if you were still going, but I was just going to say.
I was just going to say that right there is what counted out the all-in thing right there by itself. $8 million. Okay. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, he thought that going out and getting Zeke coming back, and the other guys he had was going to be enough. But see, I would have accepted that if they would give Zeke the ball, but they're not even giving Zeke the ball. So I don't understand what's going on with Dallas. I don't know what they're doing. Why go get Zeke if you're not going to even give him the ball?
Because when they give him the ball, he's only averaging 3.4 yards a carry.
No, but they're not giving him enough, though. Like, when they started, when they played jaw offenses, right? When they started, they was giving him the ball. And they was playing better. They seemed to win. You know what I mean? But after that game, it's like they just got away from it. I don't get it.
This is my thing. I don't think they played better against us compared to the rest of the season. I think this is a down season for the Cowboys.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, do you see what I'm saying, though?
I'm not saying they didn't.
After that game,
and let me clarify
they didn't give him
for
the ball.
Pops. I'm not saying they didn't play better than us in that game to win the game. What I'm saying is they're not playing better compared to themselves previous years.
Because I thought even
this is a down year.
Zeke should get back to form if they give him the ball.
But my thing is, let me ask you a question.
They was going to do that.
Nate, Ryan, Brandon, y'all help me answer this question. The other running backs that Dallas has, is Zeke outrunning them yards per carry when he comes into play? At 3.4 yards per carry that he's averaging. Yes. Is he having more yards per carry that he's averaging than these other backs that Dallas has?
Yes. But the problem is they don't keep on feeding him the ball.
So you think Zeke has more yards per carry than the other backs total?
Yes. But the problem is with Dallas, they don't keep on giving him the ball.
They're doing it running back by committee.
Yeah, well, we got to ask ourselves a question. Why are they? Why do y'all think they're doing that?
Because it's obvious they're trying to make the other backs the feature backs, but I don't know why would you do that if you're going to get Zeke. I don't understand that. Unless you just brought Zeke in just to be a part of a stable of backs.
Do you think they brought him in just to get the hard downs, the 3 or 4 yards, the 2 or 3 yards they need? That's hard.
That might be it.
You know what I mean? To save him from injury, because let's face it, he is later in his career. And he did start to get nicked up a little bit more toward the end with Dallas.
I mean, that could be the reason, but what I'm saying is they made us believe, the people, when they brought him in, that he was going to be the feature back. That's the way they was talking about it.
But
it just makes you wonder what the reason is.
That's Mike McCarthy. That's why his ass is going to end up getting fired, bro.
Can I not tell y'all what the reason was?
Oh, it's coming.
Do y'all want to know the reason? Dallas Cowboys told y'all in many interviews, their trouble last year was in the red zone. They got there and couldn't push the ball in the red zone. They told us that. They said they went back to get Zeke because in the red zone it's guaranteed. So they went and got Zeke for the red zone for the blocking because Dak needed block. If Zeke hadn't been in that game 3 times he did, Dak would have really got sacked. They got him for the tough runs. They told everybody that.
I agree.
In the red zone, they could not put. Do you realize they put with 3 fumbles last year in the red zone on the line? 3 fumbles. And when they gave to Rico this year, Rico went to go and he fumbled it. Dak and they jumped on that ball, y'all. We wouldn't have won that last game.
And Wallace.
So the bottom line is this: a lot of you just don't like Zeke, and I'm feeling you. But every back needs so many carries and all to pick their rhythm up. Every back got to get that ball so many times before they can find their rhythm. It's some true or false.
Let me ask you a question, Pops, real quick, Trap. So they brought Zeke in for the red zone, right? Why are y'all
For
still
the tough runs.
Why are y'all still 31st in the red zone?
Because they told you they not giving him the ball. I mean, even Ron broke
But they brought him in for
See,
it.
he ain't gonna listen.
But you just said they brought him in for the tough downs.
That's what they did.
And they have
guys. Y'all doing it again.
But they have
ran. Somebody say, listen, I'm gonna let you. Gonna let you carry this water for me. I'm just an example. I'm gonna let you carry the water for me. So I'm gonna get you be on my side. You get on that side and the person got the water and they say they hate it. I thought you. I'll let you. Right now, I'm gonna do this. They have the right to change their mind.
What?
But Jerry Jones, don't say what.
What did you just say? I didn't understand that.
You ain't got to. The team
basically said
he know Patrick. Don't play the game.
Somebody else
don't play the game with Patrick. He does that. Guys, the bottom line is this. People hire people for a lot of time. People hire people a lot of time to do a certain job. Some of you don't experience it on your job. They say, look.
Basically, they told him one thing and they reneged. Basically, that's what he's saying.
A lot of time, people tell you, look, guys, I'm gonna hire you to do this job. You get on that job, and they keep telling you, "Oh, you're in training right now." He said, "But you hired me to do the job. You still can't do that job until they let you have it. It ain't your fault." Right now, Jerry Jones said today, if y'all seen these interviews, if y'all been keeping up with it, Jerry Jones said today, now, because he said they've been saving Zeke back. Somebody said this every day. They've been watching. They've been saving Zeke back for the end of the season. And still a plan. Somebody said they're still holding back and waiting. That's like disrespect. Get this guy the ball.
It's not a disrespect, but if y'all brought him in for that and y'all just y'all losing these games.
Patrick, they got the right to play the same thing.
I'm saying the same thing you're saying. What sense does that make if they're costing themselves games now so they won't even make it to the postseason?
It's the same thing you was fussing about your coach doing.
So with that being said,
wait a minute,
it's like no. You remember
when you said your coach?
I've never said my coach did that. I've never said Tomlin didn't play a back or didn't play somebody that was best at the position.
You pretty bad and you gave up on him.
I never said that he never played somebody that was best at the position.
Yeah, you did. You did say that.
Go look up footage.
I never said it.
Tomlin has never played whoever's best at the position. So with that being said, I have seen Zeke being used in the red zone, other than this last game.
I don't know if you said that, but you was done with Tomlin though.
Oh yeah, but not for that reason.
No, you did say he don't know what they doing.
I might have said that, but I didn't. But
you said it.
Do you listen?
You ain't listening.
I just said I might have said that, but
man, you don't have to fight every battle either.
Golly, man. But my point is,
you said, man.
I have seen Zeke being used in the red zone.
You ain't seen him. I know you haven't.
You don't have to fight every battle. You can move forward.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Go ahead.
I have seen Zeke being used in the red zone other than this last game, and yet y'all are still 31st in red zone. What that tells me is that they brought Zeke in, and maybe Zeke isn't having the impact that they thought he would have.
They're not giving him the ball.
Oh man, he don't even study the play.
I mean, he just go back and look at
that
the
hate you got. You need to study the games, dog.
You can go back and look at the film and see that.
Yeah,
not giving him the ball.
Well,
when we played the Cleveland Browns,
that's their fault though. That is their fault.
Listen,
the only thing I can say is
when we played the Cleveland Browns,
whose fault is that? It's the coach's fault. It's Jerry Jones' fault. It's everybody's fault.
It ain't Jerry Jones' fault. It's the coach's fault.
Because at the end of
Jerry can pull a rank and say, "Listen, you need to give Zeke the ball."
But I'm not. But Jerry, a lot of people think Jerry interferes with the game, but Jerry don't interfere like y'all think he do. Even Michael Irvin said that. Michael Irvin said it. Troy Aikman said it. So a lot of you think I'm going by what they said. A lot of you think that Jerry Jones interfered with a lot. He said, but he don't.
Down with an ankle.
He said, but he don't. I'm gonna be Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin over y'all.
He's down with an ankle. They no more.
Who that? Yeah.
Oh, that's Sauce Gardner. My bad.
Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman said that a lot of people thought Jerry interferes with. They said, but Jerry don't. I believe them. I really do.
Now, with that being said, yeah, it just begs the question of why. You know,
you ain't gotta have a why. Just know that's what they doing.
It just begs the question of why. We can ask the question.
They trying to so Zeke don't get hurt that much during the season.
Zeke not one that get hurt a lot. He just don't.
But
I know that ain't the reason. Jerry Jones said that Mike.
All these running backs, they get
nicked.
It's cool, y'all. It's cool. God. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, I know
it's
cool.
All these running backs get nicked up every year. So you want to trying to have him fresh in the playoffs or when y'all get to the playoffs. In my opinion. That's why they don't get him that many carries.
Yeah, and that strategy is not working because
no, Ron, that ain't.
If they keep this up, they're not going to even get to the playoffs.
Hey.
Which is ridiculous. I don't think they're going to get to the playoffs anyway the way they're playing.
I don't think so either.
The team's just not good enough. And with the combination of the injuries and, like Dad say, the penalties and the way they playing, it's too much against them. How can they make the playoffs, right?
Can I tell you how they can?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because a lot of this can be fixed.
We seen
The defense where they've been playing, if we get our people back, that's fixed. You ain't got to win but 8 games to get into the playoffs.
we seen a lot of teams run
Not
the
necessarily.
table.
That's about the average, dude. It
We
is.
seen a lot of
Travis will
teams
tell you
run
that.
the table. And Rodgers did it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Jets ain't won but 2 games this whole season. If they win this tonight, it'll be 3 games.
Yeah, they
I
didn't
talk
win
about
the
And
game.
so,
Dak Prescott is
but
not Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just telling you.
And I want to say this too. When Wallace said, just because the Jets won tonight, don't mean they're gonna make the playoffs. We can't say that because they can get on a run.
Yeah, but Dak Prescott ain't
Until
Aaron
it's
Rodgers.
officially over. As long as they in playoff contention, they got a chance to
Dak
get.
Prescott.
Not saying they're
Dak-
going to.
Dak-
I'm talking about the Jets now. I'm talking about the Jets.
The Jets been playing pretty bad, dog.
Dak Prescott is
The Jets
not.
are starting to
Yeah.
look like they beat the Texans. Texans legit, bro.
Yeah.
And
Ron.
legit.
Still legit too.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, but I'm just saying
Y'all just moving the post.
that means they're not dead though. They ain't out of it.
Right
Okay.
time, and they just run the table.
Well, they done lost 6 games.
They could,
They lost
but
6 games. They done won
Dak
3.
Prescott-
Except they win, they ain't won yet.
Look at the Rams. Rams just won when the guys came back.
I know.
So Rams can start to make a run now.
I agree with you,
But
Dad.
y'all are not winning, so you can't compare.
Why you think the Rams wasn't winning?
Y'all are not
the
winning.
Rams were still.
I told you, Travis, just swallow.
The Rams were still winning when they were injured.
Disrespect, man.
Fair.
Rams was not winning.
They were winning. They split their games when they were injured.
Oh, y'all believe this?
Am I lying, Travis?
That's fair.
We beat the 49ers when we were in week 3.
Exactly.
And y'all wasn't hurt then, though.
Yes, where they were. That's when they had all those people out.
Okay.
You talking about we need to study and know what's going on?
Guys, what's the next topic? What's the next topic?
All right, but I wanted to hear from Ryan and Brandon. Cause I heard from Ryan. Nate and Brandon on this.
Like I said, a team to get hot at the right time and to run the table. And that's what I think.
Exactly. And everybody here them already said Dallas Cowboys can't get hot.
Now, I
don't know what that goalpost about.
Now I want to hear from Brandon and Nate on this. Brandon, what do you got to say about this?
Oh, what's that? My bad. What's that again?
About the Derrick Henry and Jerry Jones signing them.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, I was one main one that felt like I said, boy, they signed when he hit the mark and when he was available. I was like, boy, they signed him. That'll be the fix right there. And when they went back to Zeke, I couldn't believe it.
Of course.
But I told y'all what would fix Dallas if they would have drafted Braylon Allen, the running back. They should have did that.
Everybody
Big back that can run,
Epicum.
and that would have filled that Zeke mode. Would have been like Zeke in his prime again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they should have did.
Guys. Yeah.
They didn't do it. But Nate, what do you think about it? I just want to get what you're saying.
When Derrick Henry hit the first, just like Brandon was saying, that should have been a shoe in for Jerry Jones to scoop Derrick Henry up.
Yep. Because they got more money than everybody else.
But to
y'all can interrupt them, but I can't.
But I totally understand why they signed Zeke back. But one particular issue that I haven't heard tonight about the Cowboys is the reason why they have trouble running the ball and continue to run the ball because they're always playing from behind.
Let me explain it to you. You want me to tell you why? And I'm gonna go by what Mike McCarthy said.
You don't have to explain why. That's point blank. Like
no, I'm gonna tell you. You said you don't know the reason why. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, okay. I thought you were asking a question.
No, I don't know. That wasn't a question.
You said you don't know the reason why they're not running the ball. Did you not say that?
The reason why they don't, I don't know the reason why they're running the ball.
And I want to tell you.
What I said was the reason why they don't continue to run the ball is because they are steady playing from behind. I didn't say nothing about.
That's not the reason.
Well, I'll say. Well,
we was winning in the Cleveland, and we were winning in the Giants game, and they still run the ball.
I was just gonna say, I'll say this: even when they start and when they're not behind, they still not running
Thank
the
you,
ball
son.
like they're supposed to. So that's
Y'all
not
gotta
an
start paying
excuse.
attention to the
that's not
games,
an
man.
excuse.
That ain't the reason.
'Cause they just not running the ball, even from the beginning.
Now, can I say, and Aaron Rodgers got into Mike McCarthy about the same thing. Mike McCarthy wants to pass. He wants to be a passing a team. He don't like to run. He'll say, I want to run, but he don't. All the plays that Dak is doing, Mike McCarthy's calling pass plays. And that's what they got into on the sideline about.
They actually ran a lot
Wait
with
a
that.
minute, now, Patrick, let me finish. I'm going by what the team said.
Is that
You ain't even seen this. But you just gonna assume.
But Pops, is that part of the reasons why y'all signed Dak Prescott to all that money?
They two reasons why they signed him. He earned it, for one thing. And I know we like to get in his pockets and talk, but everybody got a payoff. That's the other thing, and I think we need to drop the mic on that one. We don't need to talk about that. Every quarterback that's good, this guy was second runner to MVP.
Yes, you can.
He led the league in, but bottom line is still, I forgot, it's Dak Prescott. Y'all don't think he deserved it. I forgot about that. Okay. But the second reason why they did it, go Dak, he's that guy. Dak ain't no chump. But if you don't like him, you just don't like him. But Dak can beat you at any good because he can throw. He can make every throw. He can make every run. He got a brain. He's real smart, and he's the best quarterback under pressure.
Okay,
Fact check me. Fact check me.
Okay. But with all that being said, then we shouldn't be complaining about why y'all can't run the ball.
Y'all complain about it. I'm not.
You have complained about it.
No, I'm not complaining about why we can't run the ball. I told you we can. Travis got into it earlier. Y'all can laugh all you want to. I've been telling him that we can run the ball.
Yeah, he keeps saying that they can, but I've been.
Don't say I said something that I didn't.
You have complained about not running the ball, Pop.
No, I ain't.
No. He's saying that he's been. We've been going at it all week about this. I'm saying they can't run the ball. He's been saying they can. They just
and I've been telling y'all that he can't.
But he has said this season that they can't run the ball.
Ron had a little thing about the other night. Ron can be a witness to this. I'll tell Ron we can run. Ron said that they ain't been running the ball. I said we can. Me and Ron had a little thing about. That's why I apologize.
But you have said this season that y'all haven't been able to run the ball.
I never said we can't run the ball.
Yes, you did.
Trav, you already told me.
Earlier this season, you said we hadn't been able to run the ball well.
No, I ain't never said that.
Okay, Pops.
Okay, well, moving on. Next subject. Patrick Mahomes is on pace of throwing a lot of interceptions this season, but is it a problem with them being 7-0 at all?
Evidently not.
Facts.
Let me ask you a question. If you got the most interceptions in the league, but you undefeated,
yeah, that's what.
At the end of the day, it's about winning games and putting yourself in a position to win a championship. And again, you can have the best stats year in and year out, like a Dak Prescott or like a Kirk Cousins or whatever. But if you're not getting to the playoffs, or if you're getting eliminated the first round every year, and you're not undefeated, all those three things right there, it doesn't matter that much.
Yes, it does.
No, because you're undefeated.
Okay, now can I piggyback off that?
Better ask him what he done, because he ain't gonna stop talking. He ain't gonna stop. Let him finish. I'm just telling you, he ain't gonna stop until you let him finish. Okay, I'm just kidding.
I looked at him and asked him first.
And what did I do, Trav? What did I do?
He said, "Go for it."
Go for it.
Come on, Pops. Come on, baby. Nah,
so you ain't the only one that saw that.
Yeah. Now what else would to say was this?
Everybody saw it. I made sure everybody did.
I love you. I love you, man.
You the man, Pops.
What I was going to say was,
if I offer you dap right now, will you dap me up, Pops?
Man, stop that. Stop
what
that,
I was going to say,
I'm just picking at you, Pops. I'm just joking, man.
What I was going to say was, if you got a bunch of empty stats and you're losing, then obviously it affects the team and it matters. But if you're undefeated and you keep winning and you can lead the league in interceptions, I don't know how this is even happening. Well, I know how, but then obviously it's not an issue. Referees. But anyway, what do you think, Pops?
If I say that, everybody would have jumped.
Go ahead.
See, y'all can say what y'all want. Everyone say a word.
Yeah, everybody know the refs are helping them.
But let me say this. That talk that y'all saying that he doing all this interception, but it don't matter. It does. Because sooner or later, you're going to throw too many interceptions against the wrong team, and they will beat you. Sooner or later, if you keep throwing interceptions, eventually you get to a team that's going to take advantage of it.
What's Patrick Mahomes' stats other than interceptions? Does anybody know?
Travis already tell you what the deal on that is. And when Patrick Mahomes, here goes a good thing. Patrick Mahomes was
Hey, Wallace, what is Patrick Mahomes' stats? I know he knows it.
Yeah.
8 interceptions. That's the stat.
I'm not talking about besides interceptions.
Yards.
Because again, they're 7-0.
Yeah, they 7-0.
So without the interceptions,
But look at their team. See, you see any week.
Wallace said it doesn't matter what his stats.
That's what I said too, bro.
As long as they're winning, he proved that by winning 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
which is true.
He's the best. He's the GOAT right now in this division. So in this time.
So Nate, what do you feel about that?
I agree with you, Wallace. It doesn't matter.
We said it doesn't matter.
I was agreeing with him, bro. That's all I was doing.
So Nate, what do you feel about that, guys? Brandon, what do you feel about that?
So you know, those interceptions. I mean, like you said, it ain't hurting them. They undefeated, and plus we know that Patrick Mahomes got that little clutch factor about him. So. You know, if you got enough clutch in you, you can throw picks because normally you overcome.
Yeah. And I noticed that you called Mahomes Dak by accident because Dak is just that damn good at their right parts.
I know, extraordinary, boy.
But Ryan, what do you think about this?
My bad, fellas.
I'm just messing with Pops. I gotta mess with Pops.
You're gonna get a close-up look at him.
So I'm gonna get a close-up? Okay.
You're gonna get a close-up look at him.
I hear you.
Wallace said, no, it doesn't matter how many picks a QB gets because if they're still winning, because
smack that report on the butt.
Yeah, because Eli
Wallace, it matters if it's Dak Prescott.
No, because Eli proved that because he won 2 Super Bowls with a lot of interceptions.
But it matters with Dak Prescott. Everything that he does matter.
But Nate, did you finish what you were saying, Ryan?
No.
Oh, go ahead. Finish first, Ryan. I thought you was done.
Yo, Nate.
Go ahead, Nate. Since Ryan lost his train of thought.
Well, I mean, no, it really doesn't matter because I mean, it's all about wins. Like, just take a gander if when Jameis Winston had 30 for 30, the Buccaneers was winning. Would anybody complain about all those 30 interceptions? No,
that's
right. They're winning.
Right.
So I mean, they're 7-0. It might be an ugly 7-0, but they're 7-0. Doesn't matter.
Right. That's basically what I said. So long as they win it and the refs keep helping them, they should be fine.
Yeah, if I had my choice of being 7-0 and at the end of the season 15-2 and winning a Super Bowl with the most interceptions versus the best stats and getting eliminated first round year after year after year.
And I don't care what nobody say.
After year.
And I don't care what nobody say. Everybody know the Falcons were supposed to beat the Chiefs. They definitely cheated us. The refs did. And that ain't just making no excuse. Dude had his arms around Kyle Pitts in the end zone.
Yeah.
Literally.
I want to say this. When you get help from the referees, of course, you're going to look good. You're going to get all the talk. And that's what Kansas City get.
But check out his stats though, Ron. Check this out. He's only got 1,651 yards passing, 8 TDs, and 9 interceptions. But this dude is 7-0.
He don't pass as much as y'all think he do.
Yeah, they got a good running game. See, here's the difference. And this is my point. And Travis made the point. Yeah. And Travis made the point about Jaden Daniels earlier is that Jaden Daniels' stats is just a little bit below Dak's because they got a good running game. It's the same thing with the Chiefs.
Jaden Daniels' stats better than Mahomes.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the Chiefs with Pacheco and what's the young kid with the long hair that comes in for Pacheco sometimes. I can't remember his name. Somebody might help me out. I think he's
You talking about the rookie running back
for the Chiefs. He a bad boy too. So they got a two-headed monster over there in the Chiefs too. And the Chiefs, you know, when Patrick Mahomes first started making his ascension or whatever you want to call it, the Chiefs wasn't necessarily the best team at everything. They just were coached well, they were disciplined, and they had Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. But now you look at the Chiefs, everybody's like they let Tyreek go, and they're like, well, I wonder if they're gonna be the same. Well, look at their running game, look at their offensive line, look at their pass rush, look at their secondary. Like they have shored up every single aspect of their game, even their kick returning, to where they are a complete team now. So, with that being said, they can run the ball. So Patrick Mahomes doesn't necessarily have to have the best stats anymore.
They leaving nothing to chance.
And they got Andy Reid.
And while we on this, what do you guys think about DeAndre Hopkins getting traded to the Titans? I mean, from the Titans to the Chiefs to help Mahomes. while we on that.
Well,
Me, I feel your fault. I didn't talk everybody trading their players to help Kansas City. If you don't want this team go to the Super Bowl, stop trading your players. Stop it. I don't
Well,
want
I can see what you're saying,
Yeah, but
Ryan, but
can
at
I-
the same time,
I wanna answer to you.
let me say this. Let me say this. I can see what you're saying,
Well,
Ryan, but
you
at the
was
same time,
passionate about it.
if a team
He
is
was
willing
passionate.
to give their trades up to help Kansas City to keep winning, because they're gonna get assets too in draft picks or whatever, that's their fault for doing
yeah.
that.
Well, the other thing is, I think these coaches play the long game because they realize their team isn't on the level of Kansas City, Baltimore. You know, so with that being said, they say we're gonna let them ride it out. Let them make these deep playoff runs, win a couple of chips in the next 3 to 4 years, and by that time is over with, we're gonna build up our team where we will be on that level. They play the long game, in my opinion.
And the Titans are looking at it like,
You know what I'm saying?
I can
Does
give
that make sense?
Yeah, I can give you Hopkins because he's past it,
Yeah, he's past his prime.
and we can get some draft assets for the future, and hopefully get a corner or two to help us get to that level to where we can finally beat y'all. That's
3
how
years,
they
and then
looking
2 or 3 years from now, we can beat y'all. That's just the way I see it.
at it, right? I mean, it's real something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just the way I see it.
How do y'all feel about that?
I think Hopkins is he's not the same Hopkins as he was his
not
first
the
6
same.
years. You know what I'm saying?
I said he got another maybe 2 or 3 years left.
Yeah, and to play at a high level, but not the level he's playing in his
This might
prime.
personally be his last year. Personally, I think if they win the Super Bowl, I think he'll retire.
Well, he might. But what I'm saying, don't keep on trading them. It's like the richer keep on getting richer.
But you gotta understand though, Ron, they gotta have somebody to trade with. That means that partner who they trading with was willing to trade with them.
Yeah, and not only that, but DeAndre
That's how it
Hopkins,
works.
getting DeAndre Hopkins is not like getting like a top receiver from, like from every other like they're a prime top receiver.
But he'll be a key acquisition with
Right.
Mahomes.
Yeah, but
he will take the pressure off of their other wide receivers.
I know, but at the same time, these other
like 30 short stuff like that.
these
He
other
come up with those catches,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
These other coaches are playing the long game. They know that they can't compete with Kansas City right now. So they're gonna rebuild so that 2 to 4 years from now
they can get to that level.
they can get to that level. That's just a fact of the matter.
And
That's just my
and
opinion.
they're a young team too, so they're trying to stay young and they get rid of, like you say, all the veterans.
And they got Hunt back too, is what Wallace said. What you gonna say, Nate?
If I'm not mistaken, Kansas City is down 2 receivers.
Oh, okay.
Hollywood-
Well, that's got something to do with.
Hollywood-
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Hollywood Brown got hurt.
That's probably why they
That's
traded
right.
him. And
So
also, Deontay Johnson got traded from the Carolina Panthers. He demanded a
To
trade.
Baltimore.
This is first year there from y'all
Yeah.
to go to Baltimore. He's with Baltimore.
he's gonna be a journeyman. He's gonna end up a journeyman.
with the Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Patrick.
No way.
Let's finish this top. Let's finish this first topic out first. Let's finish the
But we're talking
DeAndre
about
Hopkins.
trades, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, with DeAndre Hopkins, Nate brought up a good point. It's not giving Chiefs any more of an advantage. They're just getting a receiver to plug and play because Hollywood Brown went down. Not because I forgot he got hurt. And so that makes sense. Does that make sense? So it's almost like they basically just they got him to stay where they were, not to improve. Does that make sense?
Dallas could have got Hopkins too.
Because the thing about it is, that's the best receiver on the market for them right now. To replace is the key word, Hollywood Brown. It's not like they still had Hollywood Brown and then they added Hopkins. They just wanted to stay where they were because Hopkins is out. They had to get a receiver. They didn't have a choice. So Nate brought up a good point. I forgot about Hollywood going down. So it's not like they got Hopkins to give them even more of an edge. They got Hopkins because they didn't have a choice to remain their receiver room to remain at least the level that it is.
Well, technically, they lost 2 of their receivers, Hollywood Brown and Sidney Rice. What's his name? Rice.
Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice.
My boy that I want.
But what I was going to say, even before mentioning Hollywood Brown, was I can't fault Kansas City for getting Hopkins for the simple fact you got 31 other teams that could have bid for Hopkins, and Kansas City was the first one to make the bid. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But it makes sense for the simple fact Kansas City was in dire need for a wide receiver after losing 2 wide receivers.
Yes.
I just realized that's old girl dressed up. Is she dressed up as Aaron Rodgers?
So with that being said, it's not like they gave them a more of an edge of what they already had. They just basically wanted to stay above board because they didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying, Nate or Ron? That's basically what it is. I forgot that their receivers went down. So, what do you think about that, Ron? Does that make?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that concludes the topics, guys. Now we're getting to the picks.
Did we lose Brandon?
Go to the last topic. The wide receiver expert.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
Wallace just said the Chiefs are down 3 wide receivers: Juju,
Juju too,
Moore, and Hollywood, and Wright.
Dang, they had to,
and they still winning. It's crazy.
You know what? The key factor for the Chiefs is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Period.
Well, honestly, let's be frank though. No disrespect for them to be 7-0, but that's Andy Reid basically just know how to take full advantage of other teams' mistakes.
Yeah, and then be resourceful with what he has.
But they should be 6-1.
And he has Patrick Mahomes.
Definitely for us. I know I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about us. We definitely should have beat them for sure.
Oh, okay. He said his sorry phone got hot on him, so he's in the chat. Brandon is.
But with the wide receiver expert trade from Carolina, you see how bad Carolina is?
And he just got there this year. He's like, nope, I'm out.
Well,
I gotta get out of here.
Here's my thing is, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. People are different. Some people will be like, I'm gonna stay here and with the team to rebuild, and then
he's trying to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be the number 1 receiver, and I'm gonna set an example for everybody else. I'm gonna be the leader in the receiver room, and we're gonna hang in there, and we're gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna ride with them.
He thought Carolina was gonna be a lot better though. That's why he came there.
Or that's my point. Or you're gonna be the type of person that he's basically kind of turning out to show that the grass is greener. Well, he got traded because of his own doing. Don't get me wrong. But when he got there, he realized that they wasn't as good as he wanted. So now he wants out, and it's just like
6-2, and they only.
This is only.
They won 6.
If I'm not mistaken, this is only his 4th year in the league.
I got no idea what's going to happen.
They got 3 games now.
You sure?
I said now, but they was 2.
I think it's.
And the Texans was 6.
I think his rookie year. His rookie year was either Ben's last year, maybe.
Rodgers will beat you, bro.
I think his rookie was Ben's last year, possibly. And if that's the case,
can't count my team out right now.
That was this is his 4th year.
Yes, playing bad.
But we're moving on to the picks, guys.
Yeah. So we finish up this topic real quick. So that being said, I think, in my opinion, you'd like to see him stick in there while the team rebuilds. This young in his career, right? But then again, you can't fault him. If he's got a chance to go to play for Baltimore, he's got a better chance to get a chip. So.
You can't get mad at a player that wants to win so bad, and a team not trying to put the best players around the quarterback.
Well, once he got there and he seen that Carolina really not trying to do anything, they going back and forth on their quarterbacks, and he realizes it's a dumpster fire. He's like, I'm not wasting my career.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I agree.
And I don't blame him.
I agree.
He I got the job.
He thought they was gonna have a plan at least.
Right.
They don't have
I agree.
Plan, bro.
I agree.
It's the owner just want too much control.
They just winging it. They literally winging it.
Yeah. Right. What do you think, Pops?
I say the same thing. I agree.
But moving on to the picks, because we got to move on.
All right, guys. Yep.
All right. Tonight's game was Texans at the Jets. We all picked the Texans.
We all picked the Texans, so we all got an L on that
one. We already lost on that one. Yeah. I wasn't trying to spend that much time talking about Deontay Johnson. I was just bringing it up.
All right. Next game, we got the Chargers at the Browns. I think the Browns have made a little bit of a resurgence. And you know what? I never thought I'd say this, but the backup quarterback,
Jameis Winston.
Well, even the other one before Jameis came in.
He was better than Jameis.
I think that those quarterbacks may have fit Cleveland better than Deshaun at this point in Deshaun's career. I'll just say that. And it could be a lot of outside things going on with him.
Deshaun,
that's a lot going on, man. To sit here and think he's not affected by it, It's you know.
He stopped getting them massages, man. That kind of killed
Man,
him.
here we go.
No, I'm saying,
Here
as
we
long as
go.
he was getting massaged,
Here we
he
go.
was good to go.
Here we go.
But
Jameis,
he was worked out. You know what I mean?
but Jameis Winston, you know, it may have been a blessing in disguise that Jameis has spent some time being backup because he's saved his body for to be a little more healthy for such a time as now to come in and see if they can help Cleveland make a push. You know what I mean? And he looks just like he did, in my opinion, as far as his arm strength, his accuracy, like extending plays, his toughness. He looked like he did his first 2 or 3 years in the league, in my opinion.
He still looks like Nipsey Russell, a young version. Okay.
Man,
They gonna lose.
what'd you say, Nate?
Think about the Wiz. Think about it.
I'm listening to you and Travis,
I'm
man.
sorry,
What'd you say, Nate?
No, I said I give him one game in that game. That last game, that was a good game by him, but he ain't gonna give him no hope. He ain't.
You don't think so?
No, Nate. I think they're finna go on a run because I'm taking Cleveland.
I'm taking Cleveland
to
too,
beat
man.
Chargers. I think they can beat Chargers, one of the most inconsistent teams.
Yeah. Especially and at home too.
I like Browns in this.
At home, yeah.
I'm
But
going
Nate, I mean,
Chargers, huh?
we have seen that from Jameis before.
I'm going for Chargers.
But then again, that was that year that he threw 30 interceptions and they was winning.
That ain't nothing I can do. It's Patrick talking. What you want me to do?
I take you in the
What is it, Pops?
He's telling you to come on.
Patrick, who was winning?
No, Jameis was winning that year that he threw those 30 interceptions. What I'm saying.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about earlier.
So who do you got in this game, Nate? Chargers at the Browns.
Chargers.
Who do you got, Ron?
I got the Browns because Chubb's back. I think Chubb's been run over the Chargers on defense.
Chargers in trouble, bro.
Yeah, I think they are too.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Well, I mean, to speak on Nick Chubb, let's see if he's in football shape though.
Yeah, he might not be, but I think James Winston will be enough to. I think he's gonna pass all over the Chargers.
But Pops, you picking the Chargers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's some talk. Y'all probably some talk that Chubbs is talking to the Cowboy guys. That's the talk came up today. I don't know how true that is, but I gotta check it out and get home.
Next game, Broncos at the Ravens.
Of course, I'm going Ravens at home.
I'm going Broncos in the upset. I like Bo Nix. I like what they're doing over there. I like the Broncos in this one.
I'm going the Ravens.
Are you picking the Broncos for real?
Yep, picking the Broncos.
Okay.
Nate, who you got in this?
I think the Ravens.
I mean, the Broncos got a good defense.
Defense wrong.
I got a feeling that Derrick Henry gonna have a redemption game.
Yeah, he's mad. He
Heck of a
pissed off.
game.
He didn't get.
I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, who you got, Ron?
Baltimore. Derrick Henry, he's gonna run all over the Broncos.
Okay.
I know Cleveland Brown has something for him.
Broncos, one thing about them, they don't give up a bunch of rushing yards, guys, so I don't know about that one.
But I mean, they got the read option, so you got they can see. That's the thing about Baltimore. If they actually just allow the read option to open up the pads, I think they will be a lot more methodical.
They would, bro.
And the way they lost to Cleveland, what I seen, I was like, Broncos can get them.
In that game with Cleveland, Henry and the Broncos, and the Ravens quarterback, they was fussing about who's gonna get the ball. Y'all seen that, Dean? Henry said, "Let me have it." He said, "No, I got it," and he kept the ball. He didn't give it to Henry. Henry didn't like that.
Next game, Raiders at the Bengals. Pat, who you got?
I got the Bengals. Yeah, I got the Bengals. Joe Burrow is due to win some games here, and especially against a Raiders team who's in the bottom half of the league.
Don't give me a coin.
You know what I'm saying? It could go either way, but listen. If I'm looking at Joe Burrow or I'm looking at an unpredictable mix of Garner Minshew and what's the other quarterback for Raiders? Garner Minshew and
great Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter and Garner Minshew. You don't know who's gonna be playing at any given time. Too late.
If I didn't have my mind made up already, baby.
So with that being said,
you definitely just done it.
If you got two teams that's due for a win, I'm gonna lean toward Joe Burrow versus a mixture of Garner Minshew and Ritter.
Give me the Bengals next. Who you got, Pops?
I got the Bengals.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you got?
The Raiders, man. I don't know about the Raiders, Patrick.
200, please.
Bengals for 200.
Y'all both got the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go with the Bengals.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go with Desmond Ritter?
I mean,
No, the Riddler got not yet.
you done been there before, ain't you?
I think Cincinnati finna take
What I you saying in Friday? Yes.
Yes. Well, yeah, after they've been smoking, yes.
All right, next game. Redskins at the Giants. Pap, who you got?
Commanders.
Your mama named me Redskins. I'm going to go Redskins. So who you got?
Commanders.
Redskins.
You got Redskins? I got, on this one, man, I got the Redskins. Who you got?
Redskins. I mean,
I
Commanders.
didn't think I was going to do it.
I thought you was. I was.
Now this guy.
You picked the Broncos
Guys,
over Raiders.
this is a division game now. Them Giants play them. You have to see it to believe it, man.
Man, Redskins.
No, I got Commanders. Yeah, I got Commanders. But I wouldn't be surprised if them Giants upturn them now.
I don't see it.
Giants been known to beat them.
So Nate, you got the Redskins.
It's a different Redskins team.
Who you got, Ron?
You'll see.
I got the Commodores. They got a line of good teams.
You mean the Redskins?
The Commodores.
Yeah.
Commanders. Commodores.
Commanders. This is the first time they ever.
I hope they change their unis next year and get a different name. They need to do something next year.
They need to go back to Redskins. That's what they need to do.
They play 8 games and they play not one of their division games. I don't believe that.
That way they can keep the hog theme with the fans.
Either one.
They sought that up this year.
The Washington.
They let the
Warhawks.
They let the Commanders play 8 games without playing a divisional game, guys. That ain't the way that normally works. Somebody did that. They played 8 games without playing a division game. You know that?
Next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't supposed to be that way. Don't supposed to be
8
that
games
way.
without playing a what?
A division game. They didn't play none of us. They played 8 of other people.
We did that. We do that every year.
I was talking about.
Now this next game is really a toss.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like
I was talking about the Commandos, man. I wasn't talking about.
Yeah, we do that too though.
Okay.
We don't do that in our division.
Okay, this next game is really a toss up. Patriots at Titans.
I'm going Titans at home.
I'm going
Mason Rudolph is balling.
Patriots.
I got Titans too.
He barely lost last week.
I think Patriots coming off a win. I believe.
But Mason Rudolph,
they come off with.
I like the Titans.
I'm going with Titans too.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph is making plays with his arms and with his legs.
Patriots one of them sneaky teams, man.
We all got, man. We got.
Yeah,
Titans.
but Mason's a better quarterback. We got to say that right now.
Yeah, but you never know. Jacoby Brissett, you just never know, man.
What about y'all, man? Who you got?
Derek May was playing good that last game.
Oh yeah, Drake May had took over. That's right.
I'm going with Patriots. I'm picking.
Yeah, Drake Mays, he showed a little something to Ricky.
You going to Patriots too, Ron?
I'm going with the
Okay.
Yeah, this can go either way. This is one of them games, man.
They still got a good defense.
Yeah, their defense legit.
Right.
Y'all heard what the Patriots coach said?
And if Drake May can play decent, they'll win if they can play
You heard
decent.
what the Patriots coach said in that interview yesterday?
What did he say?
He said he likes Zeke. He said, I like Zeke. I said, big dog, he said that. He did. He said, I like Zeke.
What?
That's what he
Did
said.
that have to do?
Guys, I'm just saying what the
anything
guy
we're
said. That's
talking about?
all that
I'm
is.
just gonna look at you.
It was just some. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Am
man.
I?
You guys gotta let up a little bit, man. You gotta let up.
I'm just
a
gonna
little bit.
look at you. You said
I'm just letting you know what the guy said. He said he likes Zeke. Now, what's the big deal about that?
Said Zeke had to get some love in there somewhere.
Next game, guys.
Next game, Miami at the Bills. Who you
I'm
got?
going the Bills. The Bills have had their number. Sorry,
I got
it's
the
just
Bills.
the way it is.
Also, even though Tua Valonga,
They've had
back,
their number even with Tua.
I'm going Bills. Who you got?
I like the Bills.
I think they're. As a matter of fact, they won like the last 6 games consecutively, hadn't they, or something like that? If I remember the stats right.
They won the
Maybe
last.
Wallace is Zati. Wallace or Rod can help me out.
Even though Tua Valor is back, Nate, who you got?
Billy Bob's.
Okay, who you got? Who you got, Ron?
I got the Bills. I don't trust Miami.
Clean
Dog.
sweep. Okay. All right. Next game. We got game of the week. Game of the week. Cowboys at the Falcons.
It may be the game of the week. Sure enough, I give you that.
When the Cowboys playing, they say
this is huge for Dallas. This is a must-win for Dallas. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I got
lose this one.
I got
their playoff hopes are done.
Yeah. I got the Falcons at home because the Falcons are playing better.
And I got the Falcons. I don't see no way. I don't see no way Dallas beating us, man. I don't see it. But
I wouldn't say that. I would just say
I don't see it. I mean, I just don't see it. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't see it. Like, I'm trying to think of every scenario. And if we run the ball without two-headed monsters like we're supposed to, play action off that, Dallas can't stop the run or the pass. I
They
don't
stop
see
the
it.
pass.
And Dak gonna give us at least 2 or 3 picks. I see that.
He ain't gonna
coming.
give you no 3 picks.
It's coming, bro.
He
got
ain't
the
gave
best
3
safety.
picks. He ain't
They-
gave 3 picks this year.
They've got the best safety. Yeah, he has. He threw
No,
three.
no,
He threw 3 picks in the one game.
No,
It's
he did.
coming.
No, it's only 2. He only
It's coming.
He formed 1 and throw 2.
You said he had.
Anyway, guys, I'm going with the Cowboys.
Did I hear you right
We're not
say?
doing that. This didn't make
I'm doing it. Did I hear you say that
like
he ain't threw 3 picks all year? Are we?
not in the same game, hadn't he?
No, you said all year.
I said all year. Travis said, did he throw? Travis asked me, did he throw 3 picks in that game? I said, no, he didn't. Patrick
Oh, you mean
it's
you mean the
late,
same
man.
game?
Go ahead, guys. I'm going with the Cowboys.
No, I'm not. I thought he meant all year.
I ain't playing.
All right,
You
You
Nate.
meant in one game. I
Nate,
got you.
who do you got?
I expect to see a big dose of Bijan Algier or Algier Bijan.
I think Algier gonna fit better for
I
this game.
think
'cause he's
Dak
more physical.
Prescott is going to get overwhelmed by the second, in the words of Pops, the second best secondary.
Cowboys don't. Dak don't never get around by no game. Even when he loses, he don't never. He ain't like that. He don't never. You never see him freak
He's
out
gonna
like
be in
that.
for a rude awakening. Bro.
But I hope it ain't you.
I think this is going to be our
hope
best
it's not.
outing at home, so I'm picking my boys ATL.
All right, who you got? Nate? Run.
Y'all having trouble stopping the run too.
That's true, but y'all can't run the ball, so we should be fine. Cancel each other out.
Zeke always have a good time against y'all.
Nah.
I got ATL 38-21 and 2 picks.
I got ATL 41-17. That's what I got.
Ooh.
I'm confident in this game. Very.
I would say ATL.
We put up 30 a game, bro.
I would say
We gonna
ATL.
put up at least 40 on this.
I would
defense.
say ATL 27-17.
They dead, like man. We put up 41.
I'll say 27-17. They'll get up for this game because, they know their season.
Nobody wants to lose to Dallas. That's
You know,
one thing.
that's one thing. The other thing is they know their season is riding on the next few games because they're coming into a tough stretch with division games. So they're going to get up for this game. So they're going to play y'all hard. But it's going to be 27-17.
All right, next game. Saints at the Panthers. Coin toss. Who you got, Pep?
Saints got Taysom Hill back.
I guess I got the Saints too.
They're still running ball decently.
Hurts me to see.
Whereas the Panthers are just...
Who you got, Pops?
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
So you better not do it again. Who
I'm
you got,
not gonna
Nate?
do that again. That ain't happening no more.
I'm going with the Saints.
They ain't getting me this time.
Dad
No.
picked Carolina last week. He costing them.
Yeah, when he said Panthers last week, I was like,
I thought it was time, guys, from the.
how?
Hey, I was the same way at first. I got off the Carolina train a while back.
How did you think it was time, though?
Because a professional football player, quarterback, they might win 2. They might lose 2, but most times the 3, they know them to come back.
Yeah, team after they lose for
Yeah.
a while, they do for a win. That's why I say I hope this ain't no trap game for us. That's
But they got me. They
basically
won't get me
I
no
got
more.
Who you got, Nate?
Oh, the Saints. I just threw up in my mouth.
Who you got, Ron? I know it hurts to say it, man.
I gotta say this: a tie. I don't care.
Oh, what?
Say a tie. Hey, that'd be good if they do tie though. That'd be great for us.
Run, you had to do that, dog.
God,
That'd be great.
Both of them to lose.
That'd be great though.
You might say. You ain't gonna say it can't happen.
Well, technically, it's not a loss. It's not a win, but it's not a loss.
I ain't gonna say it won't happen. I ain't gonna say that.
I mean, they both dealing with a bunch of injuries towards their wide receivers.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I'm finna say this: when this game come on, that'd be a good time to take a nap.
Well, it should be a good running game. But
Yeah, it's gonna be a good running
It
game.
should be.
Yeah, they both can run.
Right.
Chuba
Yeah,
Hubbard and,
Next game, Cardinals versus Bears versus Cardinals.
At the Cardinals.
I am not picking the Cardinals anymore because every time I pick when I don't pick the Cardinals,
Don't sleep on them though.
what I'm saying, when I don't pick them,
Yeah.
they win.
But he right though.
And they upset teams. When I pick them,
Santa getting off. What?
they lose. That's John Travolta. That's why. So with that being said, I think the Bears with not Jaden Daniels. What's their quarterback's name?
Kyler Murray,
No, the Bears.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. I get him and Jaden Daniels mixed up. Yeah, I think the Bears beat the Cardinals because, like
Bears
I said,
supposed to win
last week.
Yeah, they supposed
That
to.
Hail Mary, man. Come on, bro.
I can't.
Hey guys, that Hail Mary gave me the win, the weekly win last week over Pops and Travis.
It did. That shouldn't have happened.
What if for that Hail Mary I would have won?
So I'm ahead by 2 wins now for everybody. They're playing. Though they're playing in Arizona.
Yeah, the second team that we announced is always the home team.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
I'll go with Arizona on that.
Yeah, this could go either way. This really can.
Yeah.
It can.
Arizona, they've been playing all right. So I'm gonna go with the home.
Who did y'all pick?
But I'm going Bears. Who you going with?
Bears.
Okay.
I going with Arizona.
Both of y'all going Arizona?
You going Arizona too, Ron and Nate? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And usually I pick the Cardinals in a game like this, but they've been letting me down, man. I can't do it no more.
I think that number one wide receiver is gonna have a big time game.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Now the Bears got a good run defense too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because they got James Conner, but
I mean they got solid defense. I could switch back to Chicago, but I mean, like Trevor said, it could go either way.
Either way, yeah. So I'm saying, I think they'll nullify James Conner at least to an extent.
I know.
And the biggest threat with Arizona is Kyler Murray and his legs. Really, that's really the biggest threat.
I say Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., James Conner, but they got weapons, bro.
Oh yeah, I know, but Bears have a good defense though.
I don't trust Chicago's secondary in that game. I don't trust.
All right, next game, Jacksonville at the Eagles.
I'd say Eagles at home. I think being at home gives them an advantage.
I got the Eagles also. Who you got, Pop?
Eagles.
Because Jacksonville, I don't know what it is with Jacksonville this year. Like the end of last year,
Eagles
they looked like they were that team, and you thought I was kind of excited to see what they were going to do this year, and then they just.
I got a quick question for the Falcon panels.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With Jacksonville, would y'all still want Ryan Nielsen back? Because they ain't doing too good in Jacksonville.
Well, I think that's just Trevor Lawrence and
I think that the
Peterson and the coach going on over there. Yeah, I would love Ryan Nielsen back.
I would love that.
I don't know.
Our defense was better with him. I would go, yeah. And we had a pass rush somewhat with him.
That defense over in Jacksonville ain't doing too good.
Who's Jacksonville's?
But that's a totally different team, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, but he worked with us, though. It worked with us.
Wallace says 34-20 Falcons. Who's Jacksonville's backup quarterback?
They got
Matt Jones
on the Patriots.
Matt Jones.
Yeah, Matt Jones.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Trevor Lawrence's job is safe. My question was going to be.
Yeah, they gave him that contract.
Yeah. But my question is going to be. There's different categories of quarterbacks where some quarterbacks they not getting benched even if they have a bad spell. Whereas other quarterbacks, do you think Trevor Lawrence is in a position where if he plays bad for the next 5 games, they'll think about looking somewhere else?
No, I just think it's the overall offense.
I think so too. But I just wanted to ask a question. What y'all thought?
Peterson's a good coach. Peterson's a damn good coach. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah,
with
yes.
Trevor
I'm trying to put my. That's just it, Nate. I'm trying to put my finger on it too. I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence, he's struggling.
I think he is.
He took a step back.
Dad, it ain't nothing we can do.
I think he took a step back too, Ron, from last year. I think he did too.
Asking questions is gonna keep going like this, bro. I'm trying to get through the picks.
And like now, this year, he don't know how to read defense.
Yeah, it's like he regressed, right?
Yeah. That's what we say. He took a step back.
Like
I agree.
Took a step back from last year. They made it to the playoffs last year, so
that's why last year doesn't matter.
That's right.
Exactly, because so much parity and
that's right.
Every other teams around that same team that made the playoffs are changing as well, so they could change for the better to be better than that team that made the playoffs. That's why every year is different.
Yeah. All right, next game, we got the Lions at the Packers. The Lions is the best team in the NFL right now, period. Yep, come at me.
Kansas City.
Come at me. No, the Lions, if you look at the way the Lions playing versus Kansas City, Lions is a better team by the eye test.
Technically, Kansas City is the best team.
Yeah, they're the best.
But they're only the best because they haven't played the Lions. If they played the Lions, then they would lose that game. I'm going Lions.
That's my opinion. They're the best team in the league right now.
Who you
the
got,
best.
Pop?
I'm going with the Lions.
Okay.
Just because somebody's lost the game don't mean they can't be the best.
Okay, who you got, Ron?
Green Bay due for a win right here, and I think Green Bay going to get them.
Okay. Who you got, Nate?
Detroit gonna run through Green Bay.
They should.
Yeah, Detroit. Do you know what? They leaving no doubt. Everybody they play, they leave.
Yeah, they leave no doubt. They winning these games by 30 points, guys. They scoring 45, 50 points a game. 50, 55.
They went on a losing streak like this.
Say real quick.
Any other team, yeah, but the Lions, no.
Lions is different.
Yo, this is the best nickname tandem that I've heard in a long time. Sonic and Knuckles. They're gonna run through Green Bay. I love that nickname.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that too. That's pretty dope.
That's
what they run like too.
Yep, that's it.
Next game, Rams at the Seahawks. Who you got, Pat? Division game.
I got the Rams. Now they got 1 and 2 back.
You know, that was another division game we just passed.
Lions
Rams,
and Packers, yeah.
Rams at the Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Rams. You know, it was a completely different team when they got Kupp and Nakua back.
Puka Nakua. Yeah, I think the Rams are definitely back.
Yeah.
As long as they got they 1 and they 2, Rams are hard to deal with.
And it just goes to show you that Stafford still got that dog in them because they won a couple of games without them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're a team to be reckoned with now.
Who you got, Pop?
Rams.
All right, who you got, Nate?
Where they playing?
At Seattle.
Ooh.
12 man.
Yeah. This is their first game, or is this the second?
I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Okay. Because I was going to say whoever.
I want to say
they'll split it. If whoever won the first one, I'll go with the.
I want to say Seahawks might have beat them already this year. I could be wrong.
Brandon, put it in the chat. Brandon, no, he put it in the chat.
I'll go with Seahawks just because they at home. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win.
Okay, so you going Seattle?
Yeah, I'll go Seattle. I'll pick Seattle at home.
Okay.
I'm going with the Rams.
Okay. Oh man, Brandon said Puka tweaked his knee at practice, but they say it ain't serious. They still get him though. First matchup. It's the first matchup of the year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I was wrong. Thank you for correcting.
So the Rams won the first meeting.
No. This is the first matchup coming up.
First matchup. Oh.
Next game, Colts with Joe Flacco starting at the Vikings.
I think the Vikings is definitely now. If there's a team that's due for a bounce back, it's definitely got to be the Vikings. So at home too, Vikings definitely.
Yeah, the Vikings bounce back on this one.
Ooh.
And I still think they're one of the better teams, one of the best teams in the league
Who
too.
you got, Pop?
They lost to the Lions and they lost to
Vikings.
And who'd you pick in the other game? Rams and Seahawks?
Rams.
Okay.
Who did the Vikings lose to their other game? The first loss.
One of them they lost to Detroit.
Yeah.
Was it the Ravens? No.
Was it Texans?
No, it was a team that you didn't expect to beat them. I just can't remember
It was
who
Broncos.
it was. Broncos.
You know what? I'll go with the upset. I'll pick the Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
Okay.
Okay.
Who
I
you
was
got?
thinking about that myself.
Who you got,
I'm
Ryan?
going with the Colts.
I'm going
Colts?
with the Colts.
Okay.
Oh no, that game just seems a little out of whack. Well, I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Pops, you had Vikings, right?
Yeah.
So we all had the Vikings. Okay.
All right, last game, Bucks at the Chiefs. Who you got, about?
Chiefs at home? Chiefs.
I got Chiefs also.
I got Chiefs.
Bucks don't stand
even-
a chance.
I got Chiefs.
There's no way.
Who y'all got?
Really?
Yeah, gotta ask. Gotta ask.
I'm picking the referees.
The refs is gonna win. I'm gonna say the refs gonna win on default.
So here's my question.
They giving them boys some call, y'all. I'm telling you, they looking for.
I will bring up a point.
Chiefs at home? Yes, I'm damn.
And putting this out,
They
putting,
looking out for them Chiefs, y'all.
and putting this out for everybody. There's only 2 games that me and Pops picked different, and there's only 1 game that Travis picked different. So,
That's what you doing with all this?
so with that being said,
I thought this was an old list. This is the right.
there's
Yeah, okay.
the first all the games in the first window is going to decide who wins this week between us 3. And that's crazy.
I'm going with the Chiefs for 200, please. And the referee.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, all the games, fellas, that decides whether who's going to win this week or not are in the first window. So we'll know by the end, by what, 7, 8 o'clock? By 4 o'clock, I'm sorry. Who wins for the week?
About 7.
Say again.
All the games that we picked different in the first window. So we'll know by 4 o'clock who wins for the week.
What did we pick different anyway?
Or 5 o'clock or whatever. Well, Pops picked the Chargers. He's the only one that picked the Chargers. You were the only one that picked the Broncos. And then Pops was the only one that picked the Cowboys. See what I'm saying?
Yikes.
So by that time those first games over with, that's it. We'll know. Well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in and letting us take up some of your time watching us and all. You know, it's cliche at this point, but without y'all, we don't have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all tuning in, participating, commenting, and putting up with us and our shenanigans. We do get a little excited, a little passionate, but
you don't say.
It's all in love.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. Once again, like I said, like, share, subscribe, share the show, hit the notification bell so y'all get notified every time we go live. Please.
Brandon said Taylor City Chiefs. Not Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor City Chiefs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just caught that comment.
Brandon.
That's true too, bro.
It might be some truth to that.
Are they still together? Because I ain't seen her lately.
They is.
Oh, they
or Taylor Kelsey or Kelsey Taylor Chiefs.
They got into it last week though. They still together, but they got into it about the voting stuff. They got into it, guys.
Yeah, because her knees was sore. You know, she got into
No,
it.
it was about the knees being sore.
Her knees was sore, bro. It was. She had marks on her knees.
Wait a minute.
Nah, I'm being real. Like, this is real.
No, she did not have
Nah,
Boy, you something else, boy.
Kelsey, take it easy. Savage.
Kelsey, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
They spent the run out. We're going to get ready to
But anything else y'all want to comment on before we end this?
Everybody like and share the show. And Pop, don't be drinking no more Kool-Aid on the show.
Possibly on one, boy.
Yo, I appreciate the invite, fellas.
Hey, man, we love you guys, man.
Y'all always make the show. Y'all always make the show.
But it's going to be very interesting next week. So if y'all can't show up, it's going to be interesting.
Pops, I want to know, though.
Really?
Really?
If Atlanta beats y'all,
if they beat, we get beat.
Okay, all right.
But I'm telling you,
no excuses.
I want to say this now before we
look. I'm ready to go home and find me something to eat. I ain't even these busters right here. I ain't even worried about what they saying.
You see how he brushed us off?
See, he just brushed that off like.
Yeah, look.
I never said no excuses. That's what he gonna say.
What time y'all got at your house? Is it the same time we got here?
No.
What time you got?
It's 12:22 here.
It's 11:22 over here.
It's 12:22 here.
Yeah, I'm ready to go find some.
So we've been going for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
24 minutes.
You in the Central Time, ain't you, Nate?
Yeah,
he's in Houston. Houston.
Oh, that might be West.
Houston.
Houston.
He said, "Where the hell are you from, anyway?"
Houston.
If y'all ain't never seen Best of the Best 2, that's a Best of the Best 2 reference. Look up that movie. One of the best martial arts movies you ever watched.
Of all time.
Best of the Best 1, Best of the Best 2.
You gotta watch 1 first.
Best of the Best 3 now. That's good.
Watch 3 too. 3
Yeah.
was even good.
Yeah,
After that, don't watch 4 or 5.
Yeah. 4 or 5.
Trash.
Like the footage at the end of the movie
was good. Now
At the end of 4, the footage was good.
Yeah.
The training footage, but
Y'all
the
didn't
movie
like
itself
4?
was like, yeah.
Movies trash.
Y'all didn't like 4.
The movie.
3 about the Aryan Nation. That was good.
That's two brothers karate. That's two brothers playing there.
Simon Rhee and Philip Rhee.
They say they good guys.
Dayon and Tommy.
Yeah, but Best of the Best 2, and then Best of the Best 3.
Those 2 movies, Best of the Best 1 and 2, I put it in my top 5 best martial arts movies of all time.
Go find that
To
movie,
me,
guys. Eric Roberts in there too, y'all.
I can watch those over and over.
A lot of people know Eric Roberts was a martial artist. He
Brandon know if Brandon watched Best of the Best, he'll tell you.
Julie Roberts twin. Julie Roberts twin.
Yeah.
Did y'all know they were twins?
Julie Roberts, they brothers and sisters.
But anyway.
Well, Travis, you know what the time it is.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Peace, Ron, Nate, Brandon. We appreciate y'all. Wallace, Rod, everybody that tuned in. Yeah.
And Atlanta Falcons, y'all suck.
Sharon. Wow.
We're better than y'all already, so y'all suck.
Wow. Sharon signed off earlier. We appreciate her tuning in.
Oh, boy.
Thank everybody for tuning in. And till next time, guys. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.